going on, y'all? Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man D Realist Friday. That's my man Theo B over there. This is Friday Vibin. We here vibing with you. What's going on? What's poppin', Theo?
Man, first of all, what's going on, big bro? How you doing? You know, what's up to the Rock With Me Nation? What's up to those who join the vibe and everything? I was just over there on Tickety talking about what, to a degree, what we talked about that I talked to you about, not what you was gonna talk to me about. But I was over there on Tickety. Man, let me just say this, man. I love them folks over there. And let me just say this to all the brothers and sisters out there. And when I say brothers and sisters, I'm not it's not race related. Let me tell you something. When you got your platform and you spreading that love, that rainbow and everything like that, stay focused on that. Stay focused on that right there. Like, I love I got more people rocking with me on and Kamoyo then pulled up over there, Afro then pulled up over there and everything, Steezel then pulled up over there. It's a nice vibe, bro. We pull up. I might, like, it's gonna seem like I be ranting, but even a dude named Comic Joe, he like, bro, every time I pull up, bro, you be preaching. He said, but bro, keep doing your thing. So it's like, to all those that came over from TikTok and everything, thank y'all so much. We're gonna continue to rock on. I'm pulling up over there, 12 o'clock. We just talking action figures, big bro. And I know you got a plethora of action figures. If you rocking with me from TikTok, big bro got way more than I do. And it ain't even close. It ain't even close. But yeah, big bro. Yeah, I'm feeling, and you know I did that vibe before we pulled up for the vibe, so I'm vibe.
Hey, I got a little spot. I got a big picture window downstairs in my living room. I got me a nice little comfy chair that'll sit high enough so I can see right out the window. I push the window open and elevate it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good in there with you, bro. I'm good in there with you. So it's Friday, and I just want to share.
He's sharing, y'all, because he told me, and I said, because he told me at 9:44, and I said, hold that. Tell us. I'm gonna be part of the art. Listen now, we vibing.
Okay,
we vibing.
I
ain't talking to you. Do what you do. Do what you do. I'm telling everybody else. We vibing. We vibing. Go. Talk your talk, big bro. Go talk your talk. Talk your talk.
Okay. Safe space. Safe space. Safe space. Safe space.
Safe space.
Okay. Safe space. Now, I came across a video I saw. And when I see certain things in a video, I go and research them to verify them, just to see if there is truth in what is being depicted, since we live in a generation of AI where voices, faces, actions, everything can be fake, can be aped, can be duplicated. Okay, now I come to find out this is no duplicate. This is no fake. All right. KRS-One, one of the architects of the golden age of hip hop, and who was or claims to be present at the birth of hip hop or across the street from the birth of hip hop. But there were allegations made towards one Africa Bambaataa, right?
Don't go. This one of the times when I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, you got a smart device in your hand. I'm verifying what he getting ready to tell you. You just have to find it real hard to be stupid with a smart device in your hand. All you got to do is type in KRS-One recent comments controversy. You're gonna get what you're looking for. Go ahead, big bro. Go ahead.
Okay. So, and like I said, after my confirmation, it was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? We don't stay the same, do we? I guess we don't, because when we live in an era of them kind of people that's fond of cheering, you know, and they like to, you know, be around them and touch them and do things. It's strange to have that same thing happen with one of our own and then try to justify it with victim blaming and saying that we don't support our leaders. Well, leaders are supposed to lead by example. And if that's the example that you are going to parade in front of me, you are no leader of mine. I don't care what you started. And I say that in a respectful, audit editorial kind of just expressive without being emotionally connected to it, vibey kind of way. The end. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No, you ain't rant, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't rant, bro.
But
You ain't crash.
because I didn't want
You ain't
to.
crashed out, bit, bro. You just said what it was and everything like that. You know.
But you know what the deeper thing is? The deeper thing is, what is leadership? What do we consider leaders? Who are we following? Who
let me tell you something,
inspires us as a people? Who are we supposed to rally behind? If we supposed to even rally behind anybody, there's a deeper question. Why don't we just become tribes like we are in Africa, where we can just be independent and different? And if that's the way you vibe that way over there, and I vibe this way over here, and people learn to respect that. Just a thought.
Let me tell you what it boiled down to. A couple
What
of
it
things.
boils down to, bro. What it boils down to.
One, shout out to Freddie Mae Butler, Anderson Butler, you know what I'm saying? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and like that's one of the things that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? And then this other thing, and we real bad about it. And I ain't gonna act like it's just us, because hell, Trump is in office, right? So I ain't gonna act like it's just us. But too often, we as people, we look at what somebody does entertainment wise, and they say a few things, sound intelligent. They might change up, they look, sound intelligent and everything like that. And all of a sudden, what we do, as opposed to embracing the leaders that we know, we promote these people to being the voice of all of us. KRS-One, this is how I would have responded. And that's why, you know, if you don't know what to say, sometimes it's best not to say anything, which that was the training that we got from our parents, grandparents. You got one mouth, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 noses for a reason. Learn to shut up sometimes. Be like, well, how do you feel about the allegations in regards to Africa Bambaataa? Well, you did say they were allegations, right? What I can tell you is that I wouldn't want something like that happening to my daughter. So if we turn allegations into facts.
Or son.
Right, absolutely, our children. Once we get allegations, and should allegations become facts, then I'm looking at this a little bit differently, because at the end of the day, your art doesn't outweigh your morality. Your morality should outweigh your art. That's what that is. That's like me and you. Well, I'm not going to say you. I'm going to speak for myself. I find it difficult, as much as I love his music. Let me just go ahead and say that. As much as I love his music, and I talked about this last week, we talked about, you know, the verses and everything like that when they was talking about Michael Jackson, R. Kelly. As much as I love R. Kelly's music, do you not know on the inside I'm not comfortable playing his music? Not just playing his music publicly, I'm talking about playing his music privately. You did what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yes, that's an artist, and that artist is that dude. He that dude. But the man does come first, and you got to take that into consideration when you getting ready to make a public statement.
Correct.
Like, damn.
Correct. And my leadership should not be incumbent upon being categorized in the frame of what someone else's leadership is like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want a council. maybe I want a council. Maybe a council is what's needed. And trying to have one leader is the problem.
And then you
maybe you should balance it. You know what I'm saying? 3 is the magic number, I feel like.
And then you look at it like this. We on the Breakfast Champs or whatever. What we talking about? Because is that really what we talking about? I'm not dismissing. We got issues in regards to the black community. So y'all want to talk about Africa Bambaataa? What about Nick Cannon? Like we gonna talk. Let's talk. Fat Joe. We probably can look at quite a few of the folks. Wait, hold on. Who's on the Breakfast Champs that really don't know about Black? Like we could talk if we gonna talk now. If y'all gonna talk, we gonna talk. How y'all be lying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. The Breakfast Champs, while they are legitimate rappers and every damn thing else, I can make a strong argument they LARPers. That's the new term right now. Because all it is at the end of the day, if me and you are going to have a show as grown men, we should not be known for gossiping. We should not be known for being caught up in drama or enticing drama. Yes, we can provide entertainment and everything, but like you say, edutainment. Folks should be able to take something positive away for it. It's like everybody wants to be involved in damn drama. And it says a lot about us as a society. Notice what I said. It says about us as a society that we continuously flock to those who want to keep us invested in nothing but drama. It says a lot. It says a lot.
The commentary, though, is about settling. And that is something you should never entice the population to do. And that's what you are essentially saying is settle for this. Every one of us is flawed. We all make mistakes, but okay, mistakes are mistake. But damn, you know what I'm saying? You using your position.
Look, see, I like the vibe part. You see, did y'all hear what he just said? Because Daryl said 3 times. First, see, here's the thing. We grown men. We gonna tell the truth, shame the devil. We grown. Now, here's the thing. Ladies, we fish to tell the truth. Y'all got to tell the truth. Amen.
Okay.
We don't card y'all. We don't card y'all. If you look like a grown woman and you act like a grown woman and you can manage to do it enough where you ain't talking too much, where you reveal the fact that you immature, which would tell her, hold on.
Right.
We don't card y'all. We don't card you. If you ever been that young lady and you've been able to get with that older dude, at not one damn time did you volunteer your driver's license. Not one damn time. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't. And the reason why you didn't volunteer your driver's license because you didn't want him to know. The reason why he didn't ask you for your driver's license is because to a degree, damn it, he didn't want to know. He made some assumptions. Because I ain't never carded. I didn't card when I was in high school. I didn't card when I was in the Marine Corps. I didn't card when I was in junior college. I didn't card when I was in the 4-year college. Like, I'm just, what we carding for? Like, that is not what we get. Hey, you better card. You better card. So I'm saying this to say that to my brother, what my brother is alluding to. We've all fell short at some point in time. That's the best way I can do it. The best way I can say it. Now, when you fall short and you know you fell short, you don't repeat that because you know you fell short. Like the epitome of stupidity is doing the same damn thing over and over again, especially when you know it's wrong. When you one time is a mistake.
Four times?
Four times is on purpose.
Okay. So now what you're saying to me is support him. Support him.
No, I didn't say that. That is not what I'm saying.
I want to support him in a different way now.
That's not what I said. No, when you know better, you do better. Ain't that what we say? When you know better, you do better. We say that in all aspects of life. Like you can't keep doing the same thing when you know better. When you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. We all make mistakes, but I'm gonna say it like this, because we say 4 times is on purpose. Damn it, I'm looking at you like this. The second time is on purpose. What you mean? After you found out the first time, what we doing?
Yeah, bro. Hey, and ever since that statement, I've been looking at Tank funny anytime I see him on TV.
Huh?
Tank, I'm like, bruh, you can't come out and say no stuff like what he said.
Bro, I did a skit on that. A skit on that while I walked in, and I don't know if I showed it to you. While I walked in, me and my lady was about to get busy, and she was like, let's get busy off some tech. I said, no, I ain't gonna be able to do all that.
Bro, I can't. Yeah. I'm like, bro, don't be pushing that narrative.
We say we vibing, right? We say we vibing, right?
Right.
So, and I like this right here, we vibing. So when folks like to talk about how the LGBTQ community can influence people to do stuff, no the hell they cannot. Stop lying. Some of us been around members of the LGBTQ since we was kids.
Right.
Damn it, ain't no gay dude ever influenced me to look at. No, I was always searching for the cookie. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now.
You see,
just go ahead and
hold
say
on a second. My man Byron in the Rock With Me Nation chat tonight.
Beagle in the building.
And he asks, when are y'all coming to Vegas? I can't speak for y'all, but I'll be there in August. So you let me know what's happening, Mr. Byron. Because the last time I was in Vegas, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it because we vibing, but I love you. I was trying to link up with you, and you got caught up how you couldn't make no time for it, brother. Oh, I got to be over yonder. All right, man. But now you know, I'm telling you in April. Okay, it's 3 whole months. Okay, so get at me, dog. Get at me, dog.
I'm gonna say it like this. I got a graduation to attend in May. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm probably off the table. Baby girl got to move down to Florida and everything like that. So I'm probably off the table till August. You feel me? Just keeping it abysmal. But I want to make stuff happen, man. Just because, like I said, this is our year. And I see it, feel it. I'm embracing it and everything like that. Just a whole bunch of positive vibes just going around, man. I'm just embracing it, just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be out there. Don't worry. Just when we get there, here's the thing now. When we come, because see, you know your schedule. You know your schedule. So when we hit you up, we converse, discourse about, hey, this is the day we coming. We all coming. I know John Wick. I know T'Challa. I know you and Pops be doing the video. Matter of fact, him and the whole family be doing wonderful videos and everything. I'm low-key jealous about that. But you doing the videos and everything, and then you got your Michael Jackson. So you a busy dude. You busy dude now. You got. I'm gonna tell you. Can I say it?
I'm super busy. I mean, I see him, man. He be gigging with his pops. That's cool. I like that.
Man, I listen. I love it. I absolutely love that.
Oh, come on down, Junior.
I love it, man. We actually listen. You can never give us too much of that. I'm gonna be honest with you, B. You can never give us too much of that. There. What I'm gonna say to y'all is this: me right here. I'm gonna get there when I can. This is my full-time job right here. And that's why I be like, we trying to keep doing what we're doing to make it do what it do.
So that means you dictate when you go on vacation. What's more, the show can go on the road. You say you got a smart device. Guess what you can do with that smart device? Yeah, that's what I thought. And have done before because you have videos of you outside.
I do. I started to do videos outside today, man, but I'll be like, man, I don't know. I got a pool where I stay at and everything. I could be like, hey, what's going on? Like, it's
sky's the limit, baby.
Oh man,
sky's the limit, man. Get up, get out.
Yeah, man. But So what were we saying, man? We talking about like
Well,
KRS One
basically,
thing and everything.
yeah. Basically, I guess what my thoughts. I had a couple thoughts. I felt like how important is the collective that we are willing to sacrifice sensibility and morality in sake of keeping an icon propped up.
I think what it is not. I think what it is the issue of the difficulty, the incapability to be able to separate from the two. We should not be looking at an artist as being a leader of people. Like, you could be a great artist and have your flaws. Okay, well, because at the end of the day, am I talking about what you did? Huh?
Certain flaws.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, the artist, you can say that the artist has accomplished this. Like, if and I'm not saying he's done anything. Tom Brady didn't won 6 Super Bowls. There's nothing I can say to take away from it.
Can't take nothing. Right.
But now there's a difference in me saying Tom Brady was a great quarterback, and leaving it right there. Leaving it right there and saying Tom Brady was a great human being. That's what we F up at. We want to say, and we don't know these people. You don't live around them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All you know is, and this is the thing with what he said, now you're looking at it like, okay, while you might know a lot about some things, there's some things you really don't know about. So you ain't the dude that you've been putting on. You've been putting on this thing of the omnipotent wisdom, which there is no such thing. And folks cannot wait. That's the thing. Folks can't wait for you to fall. Folks can't wait for you to make a mistake when you claim to be that person. That's why you always gotta you gotta have a nice case of humility with you. Always with you, like, hey, I'll make a mistake. I ain't perfect. Some folks know more than I do. I ain't finna act like that. Yeah. Just because somebody knows more than you do doesn't make them better at it than you are.
Right.
Somebody could be a faster wide receiver. Don't make him a better wide receiver than you. So we just get caught up on the wrong thing. But this is stuff.
Even though, I mean, cut you off, but even to make it, category specific, Chuck Berry is responsible largely for the creation of rock and roll. Now, was Chuck Berry a perfect person? Of course not. But is that a strike? Is that a strike on rock and roll, or is that a strike on Chuck Berry? Rock and roll survived. All right. Okay. Michael Jackson. Okay. Michael Jackson had allegations. The allegations was unfounded. Did it diminish Michael Jackson's accomplishments or what Michael Jackson did as an entertainer or artist? Nah. And that's what I'm saying. Much in the same way. However, though, okay, when we go, R. Kelly has accomplished some things. Is a fantastic artist, iconic, great, every way, shape, or form you want to talk about it. If it done been done, he done did it, and it was done to a level of perfection. He was an icon. He's an icon.
You know what? You know what I don't like about it?
What was that?
Me and you both are fathers. Me and you both fathers.
Correct.
Me and you both got daughters. Me and you both got daughters.
Yes.
I don't think I gotta ask what you would do if a dude was doing this to your daughter. I probably gotta come bail you out. Me and Kamoyo gotta probably come bail you out. We probably gotta come bail you.
I put it like this. What the OGs used to say. If I find out that happened, I'm going one of two places.
Listen, you ready? You ready? You couldn't even call me and Kamoyo and tell me what happened because we like, oh yeah, we on the way. We on the way. So I said this, I said that to say this. Because I'm just gonna tell the truth. Because folks don't want to do that. Folks like feeling some type of way. I don't like feeling no type of way unless it's being happy. Other than that, and I want to know why I'm feeling that way. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to just feel some type of way.
Right.
Okay, so their dude sitting in prison for sexual allegations. Oprah Winfrey and Gail chose to target R. Kelly. I said, okay, all right, not a problem. Now, I knew he was married to Aaliyah, and I knew Aaliyah was underage. I also knew her uncle signed off on the marriage certificate. You see what I'm saying? Somebody, there was an adult participating in some stuff. So I'm sitting here, okay, the video that folks looked at, and I was like, I'm not going to look at the video, because if you look at the video and you know who in the video, you are participating in what? Say it with me. Right. I don't want to say it. We got YouTube. We don't want to get tricked. We don't want to get flagged. But if you watch the video, you participating in that. But folks that came back and told me, it was like, oh, she was riding it like she was a professional. Okay. And I don't even want nobody thinking I found that hard to believe, because I lost my virginity when I was in high school. So we're not even going to do that part. Okay. We're not going to do that. We're not going to act like if you thought you was him putting it down in high school, well, there's probably a her that thought she was putting it down in high school too. So there we go. We're not going to do all that. So I'm sitting up like, defining the girls of R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly. I'm like, is that men? I see men sitting in the audience like, yeah, you got time to sit here and your daughter missing? Like, oh Lord, I ain't even understanding this one. So you sitting here telling us your daughter ain't at the house, she with him. Meanwhile, he on tour, got tour dates online and everything. I know, because I look. And I'm like, and wherever he at, he's staying near somebody. He got a zip code. He got a zip code. So you mean tell me you ain't pulled up? Oh, man. Y'all, you know what? Stop. Then, Daryl, I took it a step further. I set up a GoFundMe account that's still out there. Finding the girls of R. Kelly. I put $5 toward it and I shared it. Nobody contributed. We wasn't as mad as we claimed we was mad. We didn't do, and when I say we, I'm talking about even the relatives of the young ladies involved. No, we didn't act like that. I saw way more. No, no. You're not telling me. First of all, I don't even know how your daughter wound up with R. Kelly by herself. How that happen?
Okay.
Talk to me like I'm in the third grade.
Well, that being said, the point was being made simply to say, we talking about convictions. We talking about falls from grace. That happened. That's a fact. You see what I'm saying? All the allegations and whoop-de-whoop and all that, I ain't concerned. I'm talking about the outcome. And the outcome affects how we see that person, how we perceive that person. So
that's what I was talking about. We don't perceive him the way we should. We look at him as a villain. And I'm like, compared to everybody else, he ain't no different than nobody else.
Okay, right. But what I'm saying is where we at with Africa Bambaataa and his KR is one thing. So you telling me, cuz, you know what I'm saying? I was breakdancing to looking for the perfect beat. You know what I'm saying? I was popping the Planet Rock. You know what I'm saying? I was with all that. I was with Play at the own risk. I was down with I still to this very day tell people I'm hip hop. Okay, it ain't music, it's lifestyle, and I live it. So what the thing I'm trying to get you to understand, it don't matter who it is. If you do what you do, you did that. And I'm gonna look at you a certain way, regardless of how. If you feel, I know people who done felt the same way I feel, believe the same things I believe, love the same things I love, hate the same things I hate, but did a thing that is unforgivable. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this question.
What's that?
Let me ask you this question.
What's the question is?
With understanding how you feel, and I do, I get it. Because I just told you how I feel about the R. Kelly thing. Would you play Africa Bambaataa?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Okay. And I think that's what it come down to is I have to look at Daryl. And I think I told you this before. You don't want to select my vote.
Stop it.
No, I'm just saying, because the thing is I know you.
All right. Okay. All right.
I know you. I know you. So the thing is, if I know you and you're the only celebrity I rock with, then to a degree, I'm a fan of yours. There's certain questions I don't want to have to answer being a fan of yours. There's certain.
Oh, hey, look, Black Thwade's in the building. Hello, how you doing, darling? It is no longer a sausage fest. There's a lady in here now. All right. Okay. Hooray. All right. Yeah. Tell all your friends about us.
You know, I want to be able to say I'll rock with Daryl and not have folks look at me crazy like, and you roll him down. And that's how I feel like. Even if I love Michael Jackson, right? But now I can play Michael Jackson freely in my home. My wife is a huge Michael Jackson fan. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm out there in the street, you know, I can be like, you give me butterflies, or somebody like, really? Man, it's like, God damn, I can't enjoy Michael Jackson like I want to. And I think that is the thing. When we find out an artist that did something, it takes away from your ability to enjoy that artist like you would have before. But we always was doing 12 play back in the day. Ain't nobody seen nothing wrong with no bump and grind.
Well, now here's the thing. If it was available, would you be consuming it? Okay, it ain't even available no more. You know what I'm saying? If it was available, yeah, you know damn well you'd be playing it. And that's my point. It was so consumed to the point where it was like, we gotta take this shit off the air. We don't want him to make no more money. Because how long is his shit playing on the radio? He gonna be making money.
You ready? With everything that you just said, right? With everything we just spent the last 32 minutes talking about, I just want to be honest with folks and say I got Africa Bambaataa, R. Kelly, Tank, and Michael Jackson saved on my cell phone. Quite a few songs from them. I ain't taking off nothing.
I mean, for me,
party people, stereo get funky. Yeah, stereo get funky. Right. Today, stereo get no, I ain't taking that off.
Right. All right. I mean, absolutely. The impact, yes. The impact remains. The impact will always remain, because I mean, you can't pretend that it didn't hit you the way it hit you, because that's the only thing that hit you, and it don't cause no pain. And it can hit you as hard as it need to hit you. And for us, what was that, like 1980? 1980, right?
If you at the skating rink,
right. But what I'm saying,
if you at the skating rink, you getting on the floor and you hear that party people, oh hell yeah.
Well, where I was at, it was more about the linoleum and getting out there and battling and flexing and, you know, and showing the skills and whatnot, you know, because that's what me and mine did in the 80s. You know,
we did all that. We did all that, but yeah, we was on the skate rink with it, because everybody couldn't listen. You always talk about you pop locking and dropping. Everybody couldn't pop lock and drop. Some of us just could dance. Okay, let me have my skating rink fun. I mean, I told you I was always the one holding the radio.
Right. But where I'm from, everybody skate. So it's like you just out there skating. When you skating, you ain't skating. I do that too. Yeah, we got that too.
I mean,
it's good exercise.
It was impressive back then, though. You know, if you was young enough and you put the sleeves on your skate and you could, what was it, roll bounce? If you was a young dude and you could get your roll bounce on now, you could pull the hundreds now. That was nice now. That was nice. Yeah. Speaking of roll bounce, the dude that, what was the dude name? What was the dude name? The dude name with the afro.
Sweetness?
Sweetness. Question. Because I ain't understand it. Because we like roll bounce. I did. But I'm like, we over here talking about inappropriate stuff. That's what we're talking about. We started off the show with inappropriate stuff. We don't think Sweetness was he was too old for them young ladies he was checking out. Because they were still in high school, clearly.
From that movie to Dazed and Confused to about 9 or 10 others I can name, the 70s was that time when that was accepted. Period. And did nobody have nothing to say.
Listen, I felt by a while because I literally had a dude, grown ass man, wanted to fight me. I'm 16. The young lady, no, I think I'm 16. She just turned 16. He wanted to fight me by her. Bro, you in your 30s. What we doing?
Hey, Grand Madam in the building. Wow.
Grand Madam.
Two women. That's going to change the trajectory of a lot of conversations, and I am here for it, damn it.
Yeah.
I want that. I want that perspective in the conversation. But anyway,
can we keep it going? Can we change up the tone just a little bit?
Let's start dancing. Go for it.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in the younger generation.
The younger generation. When you say younger, how much younger are you talking?
The people that flying folks out, I'm disappointed in them.
Oh, wow. Well, now, okay, never mind.
Well, see, I'm gonna mess some stuff up because I know the game is supposed to be sold. It ain't supposed to be told. But dadgum, y'all messing stuff up. And y'all getting caught up in stuff. I'm tired of seeing folks running down the hallway, have draws on, mad because she running and she done got their money and everything like that. First of all, what is wrong with the woman that stayed in? See, this be the thing right here. There be a lot of dudes out here LARPing like they him when they ain't him. Because when you him, you supposed to be able to get that locally. When you him. When you him. When you him. When you got to fly out, because see, him and her and him understand it's a mutual agreement. She finna go all out and make it do what it's gonna do. He finna go all out and he gonna make it do what it's gonna do. Baddest person survive to the end. That's what that is and everything like that. You providing enjoyment, she providing enjoyment. Y'all ain't got this whole thing where y'all just wants to go pay for some stuff and you ain't never getting no respect like that there yonder. You flying folks out and every daggone thing. You can have whatever you like. It ain't tricking if you got it. Yeah, it is. She won. Before we spend money on one another, actually, here we go. Just keeping it above. Before we exchange bodily fluids, how about we get to know one another first? Before we do all this in here, yonder. Because y'all messing up the game on all sides of the fence. On the man's side, on the woman's side, y'all got the game effed up. That has never been the game. No, it is supposed to be at the very least a mutual respect earned prior to doing anything. And ain't no respect earned you spending money off the rip. Stop that.
Well, I have always been one of the mind that you can spend as much or as little money as you want to when it comes to matters of that nature. Expectation will do nothing but weed out what you don't want. Because here's how you do that. All right. The way my bank account is set up, I got checking and a savings, and we know how the rest of that routine goes. But it's funny because it's true in most cases when you dating and starting out like that anyway. If you're a grown man in your 50s and you still dealing with your checking and your savings, that's a different problem.
I don't know. I guess I'm always like, just me, because I ain't never thought I was him. Okay, that's a lie. But I didn't have, never mind. I'm not finna do this because I'm finna just tell a whole bunch of lies. Anyway, I'm 5'8", 5'8.5" on a good day. So I ain't dark skinned. I ain't never been confused with Morris Chestnut. I ain't never been confused with Chico the Bar. I never. You feel what I'm saying? But no, you come to me and I got you once you get here. Like I'm cooking all the food. Like you ain't gotta do nothing, but you want to see me like I want to see you. I want to see you, you want to see me. And I'm trying to make it so I don't sound, because this just is history. It's history. Okay, they come to me. They come here. They come here. I take care of everything else I'm supposed to get here. But because I'm not coming there because I don't know what you got going on over there. I could be driving into something. You dig what I'm saying? You know, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. No, I ain't coming over there. If you want, you come over here. Now, once you get here, I got everything from there. But you got it.
Okay. I mean, the semantics of it may vary, but the intent ultimately is it needs to be mutual. But Suede here said the elders are just as guilty as the young gens. Go out and model what you want to see. And I honestly can't argue with that. If I'm showing you what I am, then you see it. And it's that simple.
She's not incorrect when she say that, because I'm sitting up, I'm like, you know, one of the things I was going to talk about the generational wars and everything like that, and folks will talk about like how Generation X basically like we ain't got nothing to do with this, and I look at us. I look at us and I'm like, we're not going anywhere. That's the problem. Like, we ain't aged out or nothing. We sitting up here just like this.
And maybe that's what got them stressed out.
We sitting up here, we play the same video games they play. We go to the same events they go to. If you are a woman in your Generation X or a man in your Generation X, you still have the capability to pull the generation up under you, which puts them at a issue because, well, damn, you taking them and everything like that. So it's us. We want to be called Papa. We want to be called Grandma. We don't want to be called Granddad and nothing like that. We still want to be cool. It's us. We don't dress nothing like our grandparents used to, and we're literally grandparents. We grandparents. We don't dress nothing like them.
G-pop. No. G-pop ain't. G-pop got a certain ring to it. G-pop.
I'm just saying, you ain't walking around here like your dad.
G-pop.
Look, your pants ain't all the way up here putting your waist and no, you dressing like they dressing, and they mad about that. Listen, Grandmadam Taro still walk around here with tights on and look better than some of them. They mad about that. They like, damn, why don't you just go away? Ain't no woman around here wearing no house coat now.
We ain't ready to sit down yet. We ain't ready to sit down in the rocking chair yet. I still got some miles on me. I still got that Subaru is still going. That Volvo is still driving.
And we talk ish with it too.
Yeah.
We talk ish with it too. Like, sit down here, youngster. Breath still smelling like some of that. We be busting their head at spades. We busting their head at man, and you know that's pissing them off. They just bring back college football just for us to bust their head at that and everything like that. It's us. It's us. It's us. You know it's us. We won't even go nowhere with the comic books.
Yeah.
We sit up here like this. Y'all don't know nothing about no damn comic books.
Exactly. I mean, because it is what it is. We ain't. I guess we're that generation that's just like we going down smoking and burning. We don't care. We tired. We gonna do us. We gonna do us. Okay. Hey, and if you don't like us doing us in the same space you doing you, then give us some more room. Damn it.
Think about it. Daryl, everybody else got to go get guns to squabble. We the last generation that was using hands. They don't want to fight us. They don't want to fight us. Because we whoop each other's ass and be friends a week later. They don't know nothing about that.
Yes, yeah. You
It's us.
Suede, you are so right. You are so right. I
It's
wish you would have came to the reunion. I wish I would have saw you last year. But
woo, it's
yeah,
us. It's
yeah,
us. It's us. Definitely.
she she looks amazing for her age. She looks I mean, you know, black don't crack, but I mean, she looks amazing for her age. I mean,
So what you telling me is she look amazing for her age. So she could pull a dude anywhere from his mid-30s to where she at right now. You gotta know the woman that's in her mid-30s not happy about that.
Wait, did you say you said mid-30s?
I said she if
No,
no, because
no,
no,
no, go a little lower.
I'm just saying, I mean, I know she could because at that point in time, I mean, I know what I'm looking at in my 20s. But what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, from where she is now, she's pulling from, she don't look, you just said it, she don't look her age. Okay,
At
well,
all.
that's part of the problem. She don't look like she don't look like that. She don't look like that. She ain't going nowhere. And then she talking shit with it too because she's Gen X.
Wait, hey, and you see what she said? You see what she said?
No, hey, listen, I'm 50. I'm about to be 58. I got to put the reading glasses on. See what I'm saying?
She said I pulled 27 to 67.
It's us. It's us. It's our fault. Daryl, my wife is 19 years younger than me. Okay. It's us. We can't be asking what the problem is, and we the ones making the problem.
Like y'all refuse to come to heal. You refuse to acquiesce to the. I feel like you not feel like our generation is. You know what our generation is? Have you ever seen the movie Logan's Run?
Yeah.
Like when you turn 30, you got to go float up there and blow up or whatever that shit was. And he like, I'm 30, I'm just getting started, so I'm gonna run off. I'm gonna run off over here and do my own thing. Cause y'all,
I mean, think about it for a second.
It's like, yeah, they want us to be done at 60. I'm at 60, like, hey, I'm finna start taking some trips and going to some of these comic conventions and doing live there. And bruh, stop it.
Bro, look at us. It's like, well, who are your biggest action figure collectors on social media? Us. And when I say us, I'm talking about the older people and everything like that. Like, we don't want to sit up here like this.
I know I sent you a couple of memes, right? Where they have the meme where it say, when people tell me I'm too old to collect action figures, and this cat come running out the back, and the meme come running out the back and go, shut your bitch ass up.
Right. It's us, bro. Listen, you sitting up there with the nice bald head, right? You got young dudes, LeBron James. Oh, they're like, damn, what took you so damn long? And it ain't stopped you from pulling. Meanwhile, you got some young dudes mad like LeBron James. Man, why you able to still grow your hair like that? God, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't. Now, mind you, here's the thing: your bald head gonna pull the young one. My locks gonna pull the young. It's us. It's us. We're not going anywhere. We keep up with the jargon and everything like that. We don't give a damn what they talking about. We always smiling like we don't care. Like, what's up now? We don't get caught up in drama either. Like, man, no, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Yeah, so it's us. It's our fault. She can't ask no question like that.
Yeah, they talking about like how people look at them and tell them that they don't look their age. I get that all the time. Or like when I'm at, like I was at the dentist office and it's late and the hygienist, she was saying to me, yeah, you got a little salt and pepper in your beard. What are you like 45, 30? And you know, and somewhere they hitting me like in the 30 to 40 range. And I'm like, okay.
I used to get a kick out of hearing.
By the time I'm 80, I'll only look 60. So
come on, somebody. I used to get a kick out of hearing women talk ish to me. and swear up and down they was older than me. Like they be going in, oh, little young behind, I be to taught you something. And I be like, you say you be to taught me something? Like, yeah. You don't know nothing. Look at you. I say, you sure you're older than me? I know I'm older than you. Look at me. I say, you sure? Are you absolutely positive? Bro, that ID hit 68. Yes, 68. That's what that is. So who you teaching who what?
Well, sometimes
You teaching who what?
Sometimes experience don't got to come from an elder. You know what I'm saying? You can get that lesson. You can get that lesson from underneath down on the totem pole too, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do.
Being a fan of Houdini, LL Cool J, UTFO, who else? Let me see, Cameo, Midnight Star, Atlantic Star. I can't forget. What's my dog name that the Lord knows he took too soon? Marvin Gaye. Yeah, and the Isley Brothers. Yeah, I don't know nothing about all the freaks in the industry. I don't.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sway. That's that's sweet of you. It's nice to know that I've still got a little bit left in the old tank there. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. You just got a purpose in your mind. Like I don't drink as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? I got friends, man, like that's all they want to do when we get together to drink. And I'm like, man, I can't throw shit down like that no more like I used to. You know, because I think so much of it, you know, in years past, my body's just like, hey, your liver and pancreas have reached their limits. It's time for you to kind of turn that down a little bit there, buddy. Okay. And so I have to, you know what I'm saying? I get one, I'm good. Maybe two, you know, if we, or, you know what I'm saying? Or I can apply the Burt Reynolds rule. Do you know what the Burt Reynolds rule is?
Give it to me.
Okay. Here's the Burt Reynolds rule. If you're going to go out and you're going to go drinking with a group of people, and you know, these are the kind of people that just like drink like Vikings and shit. What you do is you get there early and you get to the bartender and you tell the bartender, no matter what happens, I'm only drinking vodka shots. But what I want you to do, every other shot, I want you to bring me a shot of water. So by the 10th shot, you're only actually 5 in, and you can still pretty much kind of level off. Okay, that's what I used to do. I can't even do that no more. You know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, drink, maybe 2, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like that's drinking a lot. I feel different.
Drinking never was that thing for me, because to me, drinking, it was like, it's got to serve a purpose. Like, am I going to the club? Because if I'm drinking, I must be getting ready to get on the dance floor, or is a young lady coming over, because that's what, but just me, just drinking. That's never really, because I can't really say I ever really like to taste the alcohol. If that makes sense.
And it just gets old. I mean, other than just being maybe like celebratory, or maybe like, you know, you chilling and you want to set a vibe or something like that. But I mean, it ain't something I gotta have. You know what I mean?
I think if I could drink, and I told you before, I got the fatty liver and everything like that. I think if I was drinking at this stage, the way we interact on Friday Night Vibe, that would be the perfect setting to you know, the lights down low, you chilling, and the preferred drink would be wine. You know what I'm saying? And I would have white wine and red wine. I got my red wine from a red meat, and I got my white wine from a fish and chicken and everything like that. But it would be one of them things where I would just sit back like this, come in the office, lights on, listening to some R&B, and just like just zone out. You feel what I'm saying? But just knocking back, no, that ain't been my thing. But we didn't have the Burt Reynolds thing. You just told me about that. I didn't know that before. We had these things down here, and y'all probably have them there called white parties and black parties, things of that nature. Right. And so here what they do, and I don't know what they do anywhere else, is you have to, it BYOB, bring your own bottle. And your whole thing is to just come in and get effed up, get effed up, get effed up.
Right,
So
right.
drink as much water as you can before you go, and consume as much food as you can before you go, so that liquor has something that's going to absorb it when it enters your system. That's what they practice. I say that because
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but like, just like I said, at some point in your life, it's like, okay, I got other things that thrill me. You know what I mean? I got other things that I'm excited. Right. I got other things that I pursue, like I used to pursue that shit in the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's good because it keep you in the house, keep you at home. You ain't going, you ain't running wild. Yeah, ain't nobody got to worry about where you at, no shit like that. Or where were you? Where you been? I shit right up here upstairs. You know.
Speaking of being in the house as opposed to being out the house. Did you know that social influencer, social media influencer, Sneeko, Red Pillar, High Yellow Brother?
Yeah, what about him?
Bro, he got snuck walking the streets of New York.
Word?
Like, he was walking down the street this way and got caught with I'm going to call it a clothesline from hell.
Oh, wow.
Like, he got hit with one of, what was it, JD? He got hit with one of them JD clothes. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. And the thing is, he just got threatened by another dude 2 nights before. Man, don't put me in your video, dude. Don't put me in my video. I like, man.
Well, and that's why I say, man, when you get the video into the point where the shit turned to beef, it's like, I'm like, I think you do not know what the assignment was. The assignment was not to create beef. If that's what you doing, you're fucking up.
He be saying stuff on his live stream. Like, I was watching what's the dude's name? Abba and Preach. And right before he got snuck, he was on there talking about, and he liked to use the N-word a lot. And I'm like, you using the N-word in New York in broad daylight at the park. Okay. And you live streaming. Okay. Talking about they should be hung and, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, you when you say stuff like that, the scariest thing about being a social media influencer is people knowing you and you don't know them. And you out here creating enemies.
Well, and that's why if you're going to be in front of a bunch of people, you should always endeavor to deal with them with, you know, integrity. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, just not because you're scared of what's going to happen, but just because that's the way human beings treat each other.
Yeah, you.
It's just a thought, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, what would happen if everybody fucking respected each other? Oh, what a freaking world that would be. So I mean, it's just I understand 100%, man. It's just a lot of times it just, I don't know. There's a rule to say there got to be assholes in the world.
Have you had somebody walk up to you?
I don't know.
It is. No, that's real. Have you had somebody walk up to you that you didn't know that recognized you from a video you did?
Yes.
How'd that make you feel initially?
That walked up to me about a video I did. Well, on the
you didn't know him. You didn't know
him. No, I mean, well, on account of it was a respectful interaction.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, mine was like, respectful.
It doesn't matter what you come on the internet and say. Somebody gonna have the polar fucking opposite, and they're gonna be mad about it. So why tiptoe? That's where I'm at.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying, it was weird. It was weird. Somebody saying, "Hey, aren't you Theo?" And I was like, "Yeah, you that dude got the video." I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's just like, okay, I know what I do. I know what I do. I know what you. I know what we do. I'm not necessarily prepared to be recognized for that though. Like I ain't necessarily looking to walk out my house. It has.
For sure. I like putting my own self in the comments. Well, that was Lonnie. He said he gonna be coming through about 25 minutes. So
right. We here.
We
in here.
We holding it down low. So when you get your motion in motion, come on, I ain't go ahead and hit us up. What I was gonna ask you about, heroes of the 90s and the actors who played them. Just whole shift. Whole shift other way. Now, most of us was old enough to remember the 90s or were adults in the 90s. And when you did a movie that looked like it was referring to a superhero or it actually referred to a superhero, them joints was few and far in between. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you think about it, how many movies you think it was in the 90s, just the 90s, based on, and not counting the Batman movies or Superman movies if there was any in the 90s? How many movies based on a comic book can you name, or a comic book or a comic strip character can you name that was made in the 90s?
See, my chrono clock ain't working properly and everything like that, because I'm like, okay, the Phantom, was that in the 90s?
Yes, it was.
The other movie, not the Phantom Stranger, but he can see men who walk through evil and everything like that. Al Cranston, The Shadow. Was that in the 90s?
No.
Okay. I don't think Meteor Man.
Yes.
Okay, right there. Damn, and I don't even want to say this. Any of them damn X-Men movies?
No.
Okay. So I got the Phantom. You said don't count none of the Superman movies. Okay. I got Meteor Man.
Want a little help?
I got a Judge Dredd.
You want a little help?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
There's a bunch of them right there.
I said Judge Dredd. I did say Judge Dredd.
All of those are movies, and this ain't by no stretch of the imagination. Is this all of them?
Now you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Old boy with the tape around his face, he was lit.
Dark Man.
He was lit. Dark Man was lit.
Yeah,
he was lit.
I like that. I like it. Was actually pretty cool. Okay, and a lot of people, I think this is what made Billy Zane sexy.
Oh Lord Jesus, I hope not. Anyway, Dick Tracy was respectable.
They both be sexy to you. Was it?
I'm just listen. I'm just saying, like I think I like Billy Zane and some other stuff. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. But you're right. The sexy wouldn't be for me. But Dick Tracy was decent. Dick Tracy was decent for what it was.
Yeah, I think. Well, I like the visual and cinematic risks that they took with that movie, and it was chromatic as hell. Everything when that trench coat wasn't just yellow; it was yellow. You know what I'm saying? It had some noise to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah. But I mean, yeah, we thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Wesley. We appreciate you, Wesley.
Kamayo checking out. He ain't feeling good. You get better, brother. You get.
Yeah, bro, definitely.
We need you good. We need you good. Go ahead and check on out. Peace, love, peace, hair, grease. All right.
Wesley, thank you so much.
Exhibit 1, right? Showing the lineup. I got without mentioning Meteor Man or Blank Man, which both occurred in the 90s. So I mean that could raise a whole nother question, but we don't want to get into that, do we?
I
Oh,
mean,
and Blade.
yeah,
How
that's
could
what
I
I
have
said.
forgotten Blade?
I said, thank you, Wesley. Wesley came through like a fan, boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm saying there were a lot, but nobody thought to try to cross universes or make a connected universe. So that's something I feel like is uniquely 2000s, 2010, because everybody now, that's the thing, you want to connect the universes, or you want to make one. If I make a movie about Batman, I got to make a movie about Superman and show Batman in Superman's movie, or Superman in Batman's movie, and then Wonder Woman and Green Lantern. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We want to connect the universe. Whereas in the 90s, they were just content with giving you that one hero.
I think, and I think there are certain expectations that aren't that are fair. There's nothing wrong with putting out a solo Wonder Woman movie, right? You don't, if the story doesn't call for her to interact with any other superhero, don't write it in there. The fans should already know they exist in the same universe. That just should be what that be. And then don't throw a hero in the script showing up randomly. Like Diana can call Bruce. She can get something from Wayne Enterprises, so we know she could be reading the Daily Planet. You know what I'm saying? Like we could know that. So when there is an eventual crossover, it ain't coming out of left field. You feel what I'm saying? But you shouldn't feel compelled to have to do that. These heroes should be able to stand alone. To your point, and I joke with my daughter about this all the time. When's the last time somebody got an actual solo Marvel movie? Regardless of whether it was billed as a solo Marvel movie or not. No, what's the last solo Marvel movie we got?
I ain't checking for it. Why? How would I?
No, I'm saying, not saying that we're checking for it, but okay, with Thor, Love and Thunder, he had the Guardians of the Galaxy in it.
All right. Right.
Doctor Strange had America Chavez. And since they want to consider Wong an Avenger, that's another superhero. But the damn show had America Chavez in there. Oh, my bad. And the Illuminati sitting up in there. How many post Spider-Man had in his movie?
Right. And while I get, hey, what's up, Juju? Appreciate you being in here tonight. Ain't seen you in a while, bro. Appreciate you pulling up.
So I don't think they know how to do movies anymore. Like, I'm with you. I agree with you. You should be able to do a movie with just the one character. I don't think they know how to do it. But then again, they're not comic book fans either.
Right. Well, now, how good was Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire version? How good would that have been if you had just polluted that movie with guest stars and cameos by other heroes and stuff like that? Now, I could see making reference to other superheroes in that movie, but that was perfectly fine. The conflict was relegated to just him and Dr. Octopus. We want that microcosm of what and what they did for that movie, and it's still tight today, is like, to me, that's like in my top 3 best Spider-Man movies. You know what I'm saying? The Spider-Man 2 with the Tobey Maguire, that had everything that you needed a comic book movie to have in it. And you know what really sent it home? J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. He murdered it. I cannot look at J. Jonah Jameson in a comic book no more and not think of J.K. Simmons. He put it, man. He put that shit down. I was like, oh, that's J. He for real. He was J. Jonah Jameson, like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you nailed it. You understood the assignment, bro. You knocked that shit out the park. That's what I'm saying. He was J. Jonah Jameson, bar none. I'm like, man, thank you for a good ass performance, sir. But But yeah, it wasn't they didn't pollute it with nothing else. You get the hero, the villain, the story. That's it.
I had a homeboy used to say, "Don't overcook the grits." If you know how to tell a good story, you ain't got to put all that in that. You ain't got to do all that because it's actually taken away from the primary character. And then you and I talked about this before we came on air tonight. Is that you're not allowing the primary character, the protagonist, to develop. You're not allowing the character to evolve because you got folks worrying about everything else. But like we talked about, we know why that is. You're not trying to tell a story. You're trying to fill seats. You're trying to fill movie seats. You ain't necessarily concerned about telling a good story. You just want to fill seats. And you know, the more stars you put in there, the more seats you're going to fill.
You know what would make a better foil with that? I think is if I ain't gonna say we, but American filmmakers, they need to take a cue from anime and manga. Now, here's the thing about anime and manga. At some point, they'll fucking stop. They'll be done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making that comic book no more. This the last comic book I'm making of this character and be finished. Ain't no more of that shit. You can collect the whole works because there it is right there. They ain't making no more. Now, what happens with anime is when you make it limited like that, you know what I'm saying? There's only going to be so much of it, and this is all it's ever going to be of this, then you need to collect this. What also makes it interesting too is if you go to any anime, I don't care what anime it is, they always have multiple protagonists. Okay, you check it. You can check it with any freaking anime. It just popped in my head, and I was like, with Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's like they've been talking about like 18 different mugs, and it's like I'm exaggerating, not 18, but like the story started off. This dude was eating fingers and getting demon powers. Then we started learning about this person that know how to use spirit energy. Then we started learning about, and we had a whole story arc about this cat. And what I'm getting at is it works because you don't burn me out on that main character. I want to see what's going on with that main character after you introduce me to a not quite as interesting, but nearly as interesting as the character you introduced. But then when you start to get to 3 and 4, it gets watered down. But like 2 or 3, if you you balance them the right way, you won't burn out. That's why everybody like No Way Home.
We're seeing that being done successfully with indie comics. You're covering Battle Beast. Well, you're covering Battle Beast because we're writing that story now because we're done with the Invincible story. Mark's story's done. Like if you to your point, there's a first issue, there's a last issue. With Battle Beast, you got a first issue, you're gonna get a last issue. But to your point again, there are multiple protagonists in there, so there's always another story to tell about a character you got interested in. The dude talked about it, man, and I'm like, Bruce should be crusty, rusty old right now.
Facts.
Like that's what that is. Bruce should be, but in wanting to reset stuff, we see this with Black Panther. You don't evolve the story. You keep the and the thing is, that's what we're upset about. Like if we think about it as Black Panther fans, that's what we're upset about. We're upset about the character being stuck at the basement floor, and you will not do anything to elevate the character. But
if we're being
vibing.
If we're being honest, I should be reading stories about Richard Grayson's grandchildren, Bruce and Selena's grandchildren in Gotham City. That's what I should be reading about right now. Batman's like what, 85, 90 years old? Okay. And what's wrong with that natural evolution? I understand the resetting. I understand the resetting on Crisis because it had gotten too convoluted. But
Right.
you can keep it focused right there on that one Earth and let us see the evolution of how the Batman family went down in that one universe.
And think about it. It doesn't take away from Bruce. And I love the point that the dude pointed out. You can always expand Bruce's lore. That could be the current Batman. And you just finna go back and tell some more stories about when Bruce was Batman. Them stories sit right there. Because you ain't told every story with Bruce's Batman.
Right. I mean,
that's
the first story.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And the last story, supposedly. But I think they done changed that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, we ain't told if we put it in Black Panther terminology, we ain't told every Mosi story. We ain't told every Bashenga story. Those stories sit right there to tell. We won't tell them. We can expand the lore of those characters and not take away from the primary character. I told my wife, I said, one of the worst things, well, what I consider to be so heinous about what Ryan Coogler did, stop me when I'm wrong. The average Black person does not know, and they call themselves superhero fans. The average Black person does not know the origin story of the Black superhero. They know the white one, backwards and forwards. You don't. You think you know the Black one. You don't. You don't.
Okay, but is that a knock? Is that a knock on the fan, or is that a knock on the fact that the people who represent these characters give them limited exposure so that it's difficult for it to become commonplace?
Here's the thing, and that's the thing. It's a shared responsibility. I love the question that you asked, because if I say I'm a fan, it's on me to go get it. It's on me to go get it. But if I say I'm also somebody for the people, Ryan didn't approach this not knowing, folks really did not know this character's origin. And instead of embracing this character's origin story, no different than Tim Burton embraced Bruce's story, or we got James Gunn embracing Kal-El's story, you chose to tell your own story and make it convoluted when it didn't need to be. That's what's wrong with Carter Hall's story. It's too convoluted. You got folks that say they Black Panther fans don't know that character's origin story. No differently, I'm a Sam Wilson fan. You don't know his origin. I'm a Luke Cage fan. You don't know his origin. Yeah, the studios are responsible for not, and the company is responsible for not putting it out there like they should. But if you say you're a fan, it's also your fault for not knowing. The Batman fan knows the origin. And you know that character's origin story, and you're going to say you're not a Batman fan. Just like you know Peter's origin story. If you say you're a fan, it's on you to go get it. But if I'm supposed to represent the people, like I say I'm supposed to represent the people, and I myself as a director claim to be a fan of this character, then I owe you the real. No differently than other folks have gotten it. And so that's the issue. That's the issue that, you know, if we say we fans of stuff, you a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Right.
Everything that makes you a Kansas City Chief fan, you some of it you had to go get on your own. Everything wasn't just put out there. You had to go get it. Yes, and you went and because you're a fan.
Right. I understandable. But again, yeah, in order to be a fan, though, you gotta be exposed to what you're a fan of. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't exposing it the same, just like you said, in equal portions as you're exposing these Caucasian presenting characters, then of course you're not going to be quote unquote A-list. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why it's like, why are all the quote unquote Black heroes have powers that are electricity based or electrical based? I mean, do we always got to be shooting lightning? You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, we can do other things. We can do other
Even
things.
with that right there, because me and you had joked and laughed about this. That statement ain't as true as folks make it to be true, though. It's a plethora of black superheroes, and it's way more black superheroes that don't have you electrical based ability.
There are,
right?
But we always go to them first couple three.
And that's why I say I go back to the whole thing about being a fan. Everybody, my ex-wife used to say everybody play a part. If you say you're a fan, you're the one saying it. It ain't the studio making you say that. It ain't your friends making you say that. It ain't folks on social media saying that. You're the one saying it. Well, if you say you're a fan, then it's your responsibility to own it. Like, you can only give the studio so much. You should be able to say what you should be able to say as that fan. The studio or the entertainment industry didn't give it to me. I went and got it out on my own. In 2026, there's no excuse. There are folks out there that know that will make it easy for you to get said information if you're a fan.
And see what's more to that is like what and Grand Madam is speaking to the crux of it. She say allowing comics to evolve can turn them into sagas. I watched Young and Restless today and saw the adult children of the original actors I watched back in the 70s and 80s. And the show's still going. See, you changed the actors. The show didn't end. It kept going. So why can't we see the children of Richard Grayson? Why can't we see the children of Damian Wayne? And but you won't give us that and let Bruce go to his reward or his rest or whatever's supposed to happen with Bruce Wayne when he can't Batman no more. You know what I mean?
You don't want to see Bruce married? You don't want to see Bruce with Selena? I
didn't say that. I'm just saying.
No. I didn't say you did. I'm saying I'm asking you, like, when we talk about these characters getting older and everything like that, you want to go settle down with Selena, bro.
That's what we keep saying. That's what we keep alluding to. But then why can't you still tell that story about how they met and got together and blah, 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 and when he used to be this and that and the third? You can still tell that story like from a flashback perspective. There's so many ways to go with it. It's just we keep getting that same old trope, and that's what, like the folks that we call ourselves hardcore fans is what we like to see. You know what I'm saying? You can get diversified with it, but don't do the base level shit first. Then
I ain't even gonna ask you, do you know? I'm just gonna tell you. So they got Mary Jane. They didn't delete it, no boy. They finally got rid of Paul.
Oh wow, you think?
They finally got rid of Paul.
Wicked shit. Mary Jane was the most hated character in all the comics.
Bro, Paul done took a dirt nap. But they got Mary Jane up here acting like, and I don't know why, she is in love with Flash Thompson. They got a special connection. And Peter is like, I get it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And I'm like, who writing this story? Who?
I don't want to say out loud on my show because I might get so I know who, but it's just like, why y'all letting them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, with Peter Parker, what's the natural evolution? I think what a lot of people think the natural evolution of Peter Parker is for his little problems to become big ass problems. And I mean, if that's where you at with it, if that's what the editorial desk said, guess what? The writers ain't got no choice. They got to write within the frame of his effed up becoming more effed up.
Well, you know what? I think somebody is just jealous of the fictional character because they say, as long as I'm here, they'll never be together. Peter is never supposed to be happy. I was like, wow. So the fictional character ain't never supposed to be happy? That's crazy. Sound like you jealous of that fictional character.
Paul Martin said, let Peter Parker be happily married. Marvel often assumed Nerd's wife and dimes wasn't believable. The show Big Bang Theory disproved that. Okay. All right. Talking about
This is
Leonard.
why comic book sales are going down. That's why comic book sales are going down. You got people like me, you, Mr. Martin, Grand Madam Tarot, just everybody out there to a degree. We all got the representation of the characters that we want in our home. We came across them, whatever. And we've, in our mind, those characters are where we want those characters to be. We got them in the house. I got Peter and Mary Jane. They Peter and Mary Jane together, married, whatever you want to call it. Peter and Mary Jane together. I'm not going to spend my money every week because they don't understand. I don't want that, because if you keep paying for it, you encourage them to keep giving you that trash. No, I got Peter and Mary Jane in my house. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that.
That's a cultural prejudice, is what Grandma. That's a cultural prejudice. I know nerds married to beauties. I agree 100%. I know a gang of nerdy, geeky. Matter of fact, I went back. One of the cats I used to go to high school with, he was like a super nerd, man. He a lawyer now. My man, he put up in his Corvette. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hi, how y'all doing? What's up? What's going on?" Like, I ain't mad at you, boy. Keep on grinding on him. Keep on grinding on him. Keep on climbing on him. I love it.
We look at flashy clothes all the time. Of course, we're gonna be dressed flashy when we get that money. Like what?
Yeah,
that's what we look at.
Yeah, I mean, ain't that what everybody want? I mean, you want to have what you like, because I mean, ultimately, I mean, it used to be like that, man. But I feel, and you can call me crazy if I want to. I'm like a cabin on a mountain somewhere type of dude now. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just, someplace I can just retreat to, and it ain't nothing out there but me and nature. And it sounds crazy, but
no, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't. Just, I get that. I get that.
I want peace. I don't want no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Want no loudness. I want it quiet. Shut up. I don't. I don't.
I was telling Leisha. I said, while there are other action figures that I wouldn't mind getting, right? I'm at this place right now where if I never get another action figure, I'm good. If I never buy another comic book, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed with the action figures that I have, and I still retain the memories to the stories that I read. And now it's more or less like just at peace. So I totally get your reference to like being on a cabin on a hill. Like, you good. You ain't stressing. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I get
Grand Madam said trading drama for peace is a sign of maturity. Well, thank you, Grand Madam. I like to think I've matured in a lot of ways. I don't know. I guess the thing, it's funny to me, bro, how like the things you want in life, like if like, you know how everybody be like, boy, how am I 30. Let's go 30. If I could talk to 30-year-old me and tell 30-year-old me some shit, man, I'd be, ain't no doubt in my mind, I'd be Elon Musk status as far as, I'm saying, accessibility and power and shit like that, and influence, and bruh, wouldn't be none could stop me. I'd be a fucking supervillain.
I think what it is, and I was thinking about doing a live on TikTok, because the generations are separating. And I used to work at a community center, and with us being girl dads and everything like that, I told this dude, young dude, got in trouble at the community center, pulled him outside, talked to him. He just had all this anger just written on his face. And I said, "Why are you so angry?" And he just looked at me. I said, "Talk to me." He like, "Man, you ain't gonna get it." I said, "Try me." I said, "I know what society done told you. I don't want to listen to you. I think you ain't got nothing to say." No. I said, "I need to listen to you. And I said, I need to pass on my wisdom to you. I said, just like I need to listen to you so you can tell me what's wrong, you got to be willing to listen to me so I can tell you how to fix it. Because I'm not going to be here forever. That's just what that is. I'm not going to be here forever. This world will be yours. You would rather learn from some of us that have been through this grind, who want you, need you to be better than we were. You're going to be one of the dudes out here looking after my daughters. So it don't do me no damn good to set you up for failure. We got to have a conversation. We got to have, and it go to me, it go along that whole thing about not respecting what your elders have been through, because, and I don't want to keep circling around to it, but it makes it way too easy. There's a disconnect there between us and the younger generation that prevents us from having what other people have with their younger generation. It can no longer be, I don't care, or it doesn't matter, because that's what they love to say. Well, it don't matter. That's crazy, because as long as you know their history better than you know yours, and you care more about their history than you care yours, you're right, it don't matter.
Yeah, and it's about being connective too. About being connective, about connecting in a way that both of them generations, vibe on.
Yeah.
I know for like a lot of times, like me in the community, I connect with the young people through music. I've connected with the young people through poetry. I've connected with the young people through, like drama and acting and, stuff like that, that I'm, passing down those skills, those talents, to the next generation, hoping they'd take the torch and run with it. But you got to find a common ground. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a common ground. What makes them quote unquote vibe in the same way. Like I believe I've told y'all about it before. Is a partner of mine. We had like a spoken word poetry collective, and what it was sort of a thing where we reached out to the youth and ask the youth, you know what I'm saying, if not so much you got to follow this format and it's got to be iambic parameter and this kind of a thing, and they got to be quatrains and all of this. Nah, just whatever is you feeling inside of you, or whatever's going on in your life right now, just put that shit down on paper. And man, some of the shit we got, I mean, we
mentioned that last week. You mentioned that last week, as a matter of fact.
It was because for me, it was so connected, man. It was so connected because it's like they vibing on a different wavelength because it's a different generation. They ain't coming at it from the angle that we came at it from when we were that age. It's like each generation is trying harder to mature faster, if that makes sense. I understand we was the latchkey generation and we kicked it off, but we was doing it because we had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because our parents, you know what I'm saying, they worked the day shift and they went to work when we went to school. So they were, so when we got home, we had to do all of that stuff. And it's just like I know I've said before, you done had to, thaw that meat out so mama had something to cook when she get home, and you got to make sure the dishes are done, and you got to make sure all of that, you know what I'm saying? That was that generation. But now it seems like they're getting away from those dynamics, or either that, or I'm just discovering everybody didn't live my charmed ghetto life. You know what I mean? And I get to hear these stories of like, I think it was the cat was 17, and my man said he been homeless since he was 13. You've been living by yourself since you were 13 years old, my dude. Okay, well, we're gonna end that thought process on a question mark because my man Lonnie done pulled up, and he look like he getting ready to go to the club. Let bring him on up.
No.
Bring Low on up in here.
What's good? What's good?
Oh man, let me throw these bifocals on.
You get ready to slide out to the club, Low?
Nah, I'm finna slide to the house, man. I ain't really know. They switched my schedule at the last minute. You know, I like to be on time.
All right, you here.
Yeah,
What's
you here?
going on?
Well,
Man,
what's going on with you? We want to know. We want to know more about Epic. You know, since
Hold,
you.
hold on, hold on. Before we do this, I got to apologize to the brother who's writing Intergalactic Black Panther because these Black Emma Frost cosplays been showing up and Claude is my shepherd. You hear me? He know what I want. Listen, hey, as a man, you gotta be just as loud in your apology. You hear me? I apologize. My friend, you are on to something beautiful. Keep on. Cause boy, these sisters is showing out with that Emma Frost, the Black Emma Frost. Yeah, I
man,
ain't know.
hey, folks was
I ain't
hating.
know.
Folks
Hey,
was
I
hating. The thing is we be wanting stuff like that. We just be wanting it like us. And if I can't say, like I said, I understood the shock value when we got, you know, Otto Octavius.
Black
I knew
Tavius.
it. I was like,
That bothered me.
with
I
Black
ain't know. I
Tavius.
ain't know. I ain't know to play. I ain't know to play.
So
My bad.
I got it. I got it. But at the end of it, to see that, because I'm like this, to a degree, those are probably characters we should already have. Similar characters like that. Now my thing is what we gonna do with them.
right,
What we
right,
gonna do
and
with
that's what.
them. So,
And it was just. I was checking out one of those videos today, and he was talking about getting back to the culture. I am 150% for that. Let's dispense, and what I just saying earlier, let's dispense with all this beef. Let's dispense with all this foolishness. This is what we here for is to expand our imaginations and look at each other's creativity and respect it.
Yeah, that's what we should be here for. But a lot of times, folks got the ulterior motives and they hide it behind other things. But for me, man, I was a room full of blurs said something, and she was just like, man, listen, whenever somebody try to hit you with something negative, hit them back with something positive. Instead of going with the negative, share somebody dope. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? She right, bro. Like we gotta stop the cycle. Like somebody gonna have to be like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna change the way certain people feel about certain people. It is what it is, but I can definitely change what I project, what I share, and what I feed into. You feel me? So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I was just telling Daryl that today. It's like, because we don't really get down on Twitter like that, as opposed to just putting our stuff on there. Other than that, we just come on up out of there, because at the end of the day, if we're trying to do what we're trying to do, we ain't got time to be going back and forth with nobody. You ain't got time to be arguing with nobody and everything like that. If there's a lane you saw that needed to be filled, beefing, arguing with folks, that doesn't fill that lane. That distracts you from that lane. That causes you to have an accident where you're no longer in that lane. Now you just stay in your lane. Stay where you at.
You got folks who ride the hype train, and now it's clicks for views, and clicks equal cash, and clicks is the new current, cloud is the new currency. So you'll have people in the culture masking like they're for the culture, but they just for anything to stir up the culture to bring it attention. So I had to reset myself, because I'm back in the space, and I got caught up in it a little bit, just on some grown man shit, and I had to unplug. Like, man, it's the internet. These people don't know who I am in real life. Because if they did, they would not be talking to me like this. So I had to check myself and be like, you know what? Hit the reset, bro. We only focusing on the positive from this point out.
You did say something last week. I ain't gonna. We was talking by ourselves. We was talking about ourselves, and you dropped some knowledge about an influence or whatever. And I'm like, I've been keeping up. Like I've been peeping game ever since you said. I like he wasn't lying.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the thing. Like when we talk, but when we talk off platform, that's when we had those conversations. It's one of those, we're going in this house, stay in this house. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got real gripes, it should happen behind the scenes. Like the world shouldn't be able to click a YouTube or a link and see what's going on in our community if it's strife. You feel what I'm saying? Like we got to go back and handle that in the yard, and we come back in the house and act like we got some sense. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. But But these people not built like that, and they're not from that. And you have to remember, a lot of this stuff is for show. Even if beef, a lot of it's just for show. So I'm back on comics, man. Give me the pop culture. Give me the blurred activity. Give me that. Like I can't, That's just what I'm
Speaking of
trying to.
beef, I see people flying with that Jay Uso Nas. Was it Jay Uso or Nas? It was Jay
Cameron.
Uso or Cameron. So I get to ask this question because ain't WrestleMania this weekend?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's hype. That's a hype train, man.
That's what I was going to ask you. That's what
But here's the thing, right? If you into wrestling, it's a sale. You got to sell it, bro. Like that's part of the fun. That's like when you go to the strip club. You know it ain't real. You bring in some money to have some fun. You feel me? You know what it is.
Right.
Come on, man. You think Cameron and the studio full of his people gonna let somebody grab? I don't care how big bro is. Come on, man. It ain't that type of party, but it looks good.
When he grabbed him and pulled him across the desk, and he was not already had got off 3 or 4 shots, I'm like, oh, that's staged.
But the thing is we see it because we saw Jay pull the punch. I'm like, do you know how many people are actually running with this? Like Jay Uso and Cam. I'm like, no, it's a work. Y'all don't know it's a work. Y'all really finna spend this like it's real.
But he's selling it. But he's supposed to sell. Like that's
I'm saying
I think it's, we know. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
We in the culture. Yeah, we in the culture.
And Jay, yeah.
I think it's doing what it's supposed to do though, and I think it's dope that you see all these different genres crossing, and they really giving us our props. We've been on wrestling for years, bro. We've been on. We just as big as any. Our culture with black people bringing the wrestling, bro. We should have been getting all this. So think about it. Macho Man had a rap CD.
A couple of them did, didn't they?
Yeah,
I'm talking about Macho. But we not. But don't nothing about Macho Man say rap. You feel me?
At all. At all.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about him say rap. Rest in peace to the OG. But yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm just saying our culture, like, we control cool. And so if you want to make something cool, you got to bring it by the house. You know what it is.
All day. And ain't failed yet. Been that way since ever.
Yeah, I can't wait till we start controlling cool like we supposed to. That'll be awesome.
That's my thing right there. It's like
I've heard people say that. Give me a process. Give me a fix on how we can control cool. Because I'd be down to implement some shit like that.
Man, it's gonna take us. We need a leader. Honestly, we need. It may sound stupid, but we need a leader. Like when doing the civil rights, you had a focal point. They knew to look to Martin for this. Now I'm not trying to correlate that with marketing dollars, but it's the same thing. Like if you want something, all these other groups, they have a leader. They have somebody to go to the table and be like, listen, this community want this. This community want that. How you think you can go in every major city and see a Chinatown? Somebody came to the table and was like, listen, we need this.
So I like what you just said. I want to ask you a question, all right? So we say we need a black leader. It ain't for me to agree or disagree. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't where I'm coming from. That's not where I'm coming from. To be a great leader, first you gotta be a great father.
Yeah, or at least a board or something like. You know what I mean?
No. So the reason why I'm asking is the reason why I'm asking is because when I look at what's been put before us, right? Why me and Daryl came into the game, because we was like, okay, well, we see us out there, but we ain't keeping that thing a buck, and we ain't kept that thing a buck from the word jump, right?
Right.
And so, a black leader, what does that black leader look like? Because if my vision of a black leader, that black leader they snapped on quite a few of us. Like I'm almost of the mindset like that episode of Boondocks when they had with Martin Luther King in it. And he walked to the podium.
What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Like, it's certain things that I feel in my spirit, and I could be wrong. I'm not perfect, but it's certain things I feel in my spirit. that a black leader would not allow us to get away with, and we ain't ready for that person.
But here's the
We ain't ready for
thing:
that person.
while we sitting here waiting, our culture's getting bled dry. So somebody gonna have to step up for everybody. And I think this person can't have just one train of thought because we're so different. Like we got to get out of the black people are monolith thing. Like it has to be somebody with a decent worldview that can think and communicate on both sides of the aisle, that can go to the hood and go to the high rises. I mean, you got to really be a socially versatile person or group. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it's one person from each type of group that come to a round table and talk it out like that. It just we got to do something because everybody else doing something but us.
I think
Everybody
that
else
would be
doing
one of
something but us.
those.
But what I would say though, the real still gotta rock with the real. Like you gotta roll with who rolling. And then, like I said, everybody else they're gonna have to catch up when they can. But once we start creating a unified front somewhere, even if it's in this space, maybe we can build a model that can be replicated in a different space. You know, maybe it starts in comics, and maybe the dudes in the car culture pick it up. Maybe the brothers in the rec centers pick it up. You know what I mean? But it has to be some form of decorum, some kind of code of ethics that we got to move with. And it might just take a solid group. It's going to have to start small and be a snowball effect in order to be effective because we're so different. So it's going to have to be several different types of movements, but they got to be solid within what they are.
It would be we would have to do it, and then when I say we would have to do it, we would have to just come together and do it because I don't think a true leader is not going to come out and say they're a leader. They're gonna lead by action.
No, action, yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna lead by action, and if you don't, and the reason why I say it is because the way I look at it is like this, and I don't call myself a Christian. I am a deeply spiritual person. I do believe in God. When Jesus said what he had to say. He said what he had to say and he moved on. You either rock with what he was saying or you didn't. As Daryl said, you either picked up what he was putting down and you didn't. He ain't bust you upside the head. Hey, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm going about my business. That's the leader that we need. The question I'm asking myself, are we wise enough to recognize that leader and then go with that leader? That's the question I ask myself.
We're so distracted and so much has been so much invested in our separation and our demise. I mean, it's going to take some real discipline. Like, it's going to take some community discipline. Because you guys think about it. You go to the 7-Eleven, you got Middle Eastern people pumping you, giving you gas. You got folks from the Asian community giving you the wings and the rice. We've been eating that shit since the 70s. You see somebody go to a soul food joint and have a bad experience, they ready to burn the spot down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really got it.
He said own cool. I like that though. Because we do make stuff cool. We do make stuff cool.
We got to get back. We control cool, bro. If it don't go through us, it ain't cool. If it don't do anything that's cool,
pretty much, yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Ain't nothing cool that ain't went through us first.
I like that. And then don't be giving the cool card away, aka the black card away. Stop giving that thing away.
They got everybody coming to the cookout. That's the crazy part.
Stop giving that away. Yeah, you come to the barbecue. No, we gonna bring you a plate.
Yeah, well, I thought it was earned. I thought that was earned as a privilege, and I feel like it ain't one that's unlimited. It ain't unlimited. You know what I'm saying? You might get a glimpse. I don't want you to get comfortable.
Let me tell you where I'm at with it. Because I like what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if we ready. So we vibing, right? We vibing.
Yeah, we vibing.
So the leader. I done pulled up on everybody from Wild 'N Out. I done pulled up on everybody. And I'm starting with the top dude because I'm trying to figure out how you said this and I ain't heard nothing from nobody since you said it. That's one stop. I ain't saying that's the first stop. That's one stop.
Right.
I done pulled up on the Breakfast Club because I'm trying to figure out why do I still see you having conversation with Andrew Schultz? I don't know why you what is why you can't separate yourself from this dude. Like what we got going on? I ain't finished. I probably didn't pull it up, and this gonna bother some folks. Ladies. I love y'all being sexy. I do. But I ain't gotta see it all the time. You can sing about something else. You can rap about something else. I'm gonna buy your whole album. I'm the dude to go all the way back with Oaktown 357 because I don't want you Silk Times Leather. I don't want you thinking I'm like that. I just know it's more to you than this right here yonder. I ain't saying you can't talk about this here, but can you talk about some other stuff too? Because this ain't all just me. Sometimes I want to go to the park with you, just hold your hand, go to a football game or something like that, play some video games with you. I don't always want to do this here yonder. You feel what I'm saying? To my fellas, because I'm not sparing nobody. You want respect. Respect starts in the home. You cannot get respect outside the home if you're going to disrespect yourself outside the home. And every time, because you swear you using it as a form of greeting. No, you're not. Because every time you get mad at your brother, whether you use the hard ER or whether you use the soft A sound, you using it the same way Massa would. You are. And contrary to popular belief, neither Niger nor Nigeria were countries when that word was used to talk to us like that. It wasn't. And you use that word quite a few times when you start throwing hands or use a pew-pew on your fellow brother. So can we stop this? That experiment has failed. See, that's gonna be the thing right there. And I don't think we're ready for that.
Here's the other side of that coin is you take impoverished people and give them an opportunity to feed themselves, and it doesn't seem like on onset that it's hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm just talking about how fat, it's from a woman's perspective, I am, or how thick I am, and y'all dancing, we ain't here partying, it ain't physically hurting nobody. And I'm putting food on the table. Same thing with the young boys. They're like, listen, if I'm rapping about street life instead of living it, congratulate me and let me tell my story. It's just one of these things where the asterisk has to be put out there. Like, look, this for entertainment. Look, this ain't real. Look, you know what I'm saying? It just, don't nobody want to say that because it takes the authenticity away and they think it strips the value away. But you ain't got time to be sliding all day if you're in the studio all night. You ain't got time to be busting it wide open and you done cut the album and you on tour. But a lot of people can't see past that. Like my straight A limitless ever, but I'm right here to say this ain't real. It's just entertainment. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of folks don't have. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying because I love what you're saying because I would look at them like you can be hard, but look at Ice-T.
Yeah.
You can be that rapper. Look at Will Smith. You can be that woman rapper. Look at Dana. Don't be a one-trick pony. There's more to you than what society is telling you that you are. You got gifts that I ain't got, that somebody else ain't got, that ain't got nothing to do with the color of your skin. You got something that other folks ain't got that you can bring out there and you can make money off of. You're not just this one person. Having seen Queen Latifah and Will Smith from where their careers started to where they're at now, we talk about comic books, that's an evolution.
Yeah,
that's an evolutionary story right there.
But now you got to identify who the artists are and who the hustlers are. And that's another thing. You know, you may have somebody here for the love and somebody here for the check. You understand what I'm saying? And it's hustlers and artists in almost everything you do. And right now, the industry is feeding the hustlers because the hustlers giving them what they want. And now you got to go look for the artists. You got to go look for the different guys. They're going to drop the hustlers in your face.
Well, and that's hard. And that's hard when subs and likes are the currency as well
Absolutely.
as the gauge of value. You see what I'm saying? You got mugs up here that's got millions and billions and trillions of subs and followers and whatnot, ain't saying a damn thing. But then you got, it's and to me, I equate it to like when I first started searching for hip hop. When the bug hit me and I was a hip hop head, I wasn't sampling some of it. I was sampling all of it. You know what I'm saying? I like Fushnikins. What's this? I don't know what a Fushnikins is, but I'm getting ready to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You just and through all of that, you find out what's quality or what you like or what's the standard, quote unquote, and then you just mess with what you mess with. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how we have to approach this situation.
And then
We gotta be hungry for it again.
and before, at the beginning there weren't subgenres. It was just hip hop. So it was all the same. Then you had the party, then the gangster music, then the this, then the that, and then the this, and that's how the separation came. Before, old school tours had everybody on them. You had Public Enemy, Run DMC, Kool Moe Dee, Ice T, anybody. If you rap, you was on a rap tour. And then they had R&B. But now the subgenres came, split it all up. They figured out how to divide and conquer. Because now your brain, because when I was young, I was tweaked. I enjoyed everything. I could listen to gangster rap. I could listen to party rap. I could listen to revolutionary rap. I could listen to lyrical rap. And now the divide and conquer happened with the genre. So now if I'm in the drill, that's all I want to hear. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. Give me the drill. If I'm a hip hop, underground hip hop head, all I want to hear is beats and rhymes. I don't want to hear nothing else. If I'm in the street rappers, all I want to hear is hustle music. You know what I'm saying? Before, I had a little taste for everything. And that's the benefit of being there at the beginning. Because you can tell who hustling and who really into their thing. You feel me? But now it's so split up. It's so divisive. You can't even get some of these artists in the same room.
That's crazy to me because I remember going to the Budweiser super fast when I was in high school. Did I just tell on myself?
No, you didn't, because we could be going to.
It was
Fresh Fest.
Listen, let me see who was there and everything like that. Dadgum, you make me happy.
Maze, Frankie Beverly Maze.
Yeah, Frankie Beverly. Frankie Beverly was the last act. Bruh, we had, it was Run DMC, LL Cool J, Houdini, UTFO.
Oh, wow.
And Frankie Beverly.
Did that one. Did that one. Did that one.
You see that photo,
Yeah, that was 85. That was 85.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Cole wanted to be with me.
Yeah. I know exactly when that was because we went to that. A whole bunch of us went to that concert. Yeah.
And Frankie closed it out. It was like me and my homeboy went, and we were good while the rapper was there and everything like that. There. And then with Frankie Beverly, we seen all the old heads come to the front, and I'm looking like, so I'm supposed to bring me a woman with me.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't know because don't nobody go. Can't nobody go out. It ain't the fact that don't nobody go. Can't nobody go after. Yeah, can't nobody go after Frankie Beverly.
Yeah, man. I was like, what? Man, listen. But it was one of the things to your point. The music was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All over the place. You just enjoyed the music.
And you had the variety. That's what I'm saying. It was before the separation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was before you got separated. Yeah, man. So now, it's really about, I was telling a homie, like, we just got to kind of rock with who rocking and set the example and just hope a different group see that example and they start doing it and hopefully it catch fire. But we can't be scared to share the sauce. Like we still keep a lot of stuff close to ourselves. We got to be able, but we can't do it all out in the open. That's another thing. We got to get back to having these powwows. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. You hit the nail dead on the head.
We got to get because everybody else do. Everybody else do it. And it's not a bad thing. Everything ain't for everybody. The world don't need to know the inner workings of our community and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, right though. I've been a big fan of keeping stuff in house. Like when when our celebrities are going through something, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't ask me no question about my celebrity. That's because it's almost like I equated the family. If your family going through something, one of your family members going through something, you don't let that get outside the house. You handle that inside the house.
Well, go on in this house, stay in this house.
That's in the house. We talking
Yeah.
about that in the house.
When
We
did
ain't bringing that up in
when
front
did
of
we
mixed
stop
company.
saying that? When did we stop saying that, though?
When grandmama and them went for bed 50.
When did they stop receiving? Cause now it done become, I got to go tell this person, or I got to go call this number. Why can't we
Yeah.
just handle it like we handled it internally?
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, and I could be wrong. I'm not blaming one person for it. Flavor of love.
You can't say you ain't blaming one person, blame a whole show.
I just right. Because watch where I go with this one. If I look at music, TV, and how it altered, New
Right.
York Undercover was our stuff. Like you had
Yeah.
the R&B, you had the action, you had the black and brown community and everything like that. Well, what wound up happening was because we didn't shift until the damage was already done. They hit us with Flavor of Love, not as a reality TV show. It's something you enjoy. So you sit up there thinking it's all kicks and giggles until you like, wait a minute, we're repeating the same negative stereotypes again. We doing it over, and they're not doing anything positive on those shows. You get to see folks act like a fool, and stereotypically, it's our men and our women acting like fools, and they caught us looking dead at it. And some of the ones that started watching Flavor of Love to this day are still watching Black Ink.
Here's the
Knowing
problem,
it
though.
ain't reality, nothing. It's all scripted. That's the other thing. Those shows are scripted.
They scripted now, but we all got a flavor in our family. He just ain't had no damn camera crew with him. We all got an Uncle Flav type. If he ain't in your family, he in the neighbor's family. He just ain't had 6 people with cameras on. So we can
But
shrug it
we
off and be like, that's Uncle Flav. He gonna do his thing. Leave him alone. Now the world watching. Now the
and we
world
just keep
watching.
it going. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame him. I'm just saying I noticed a shift, the shift in the music, the shift in the television. We got irresponsible with the television shows and we started watching stuff. We got irresponsible with the music and we started watching stuff. When we go back before those times, we could watch a television show where we were a doctor. They used to have a show, and it's crazy. It's 2 brothers, and you would never think that they was brothers till they actually sit side by side. One of them real big, the other one slim. But he was on this law show on ABC back in the day. The dude, he played on Sugar Hill Avenue.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
he's Ed Harris's brother, if I'm not mistaken. I just can't remember what his name is.
Steve
No,
Harris,
Harris.
Steve
Harris.
Wood
Yeah.
Harris.
Yeah, Steve
So
Harris.
he's on this show and he's playing an attorney. What show we got right now where we said this dude played an attorney and was the best attorney at basically a majority white firm. Even if I go all the way back to, which I think is a show we don't give him enough credit for, it's better than anything he did in the MCU. Don Cheadle, Picket Fences. He played a black attorney on Picket Fences.
But but you got to remember they stopped aiming television at adults and went younger so they can control the dollar longer. You got to think about it now. You see these kids. I'm in the mall. These kids got tablets already getting programmed to watch TV and for the next 30, 40 years. So they bypassed us. Said like, all right, cool. They already set in what they're gonna watch. Let's get to these new people and let's get this new programming. They know these kids can't sit still. Everything light and flashing. These kids wow. So everything. You know what I'm saying? So the fix is in, but it's just we don't control nothing. So what can you say when you don't control nothing? We don't really. You know what I'm saying? So we got to control what we can control, and just hope people everybody who rocking just come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at this point, it's like, all right, you can't fight a a $1 trillion machine. You just got to pick who gonna listen and figure out what y'all gonna do.
That's when
And
we spin it
hopefully,
to.
eventually, we hit that right domino effect, and everybody wake up.
Well, that's when we spin it to writers like yourself, and that's I love having cats like y'all on the show and everything like that, because if you say you want to see you and everything like that, we got writers out there like yourself and everything. We need to be talking to one another. We need to be uh promoting one another. We need to be letting
Absolutely.
people know that we have us out there as viable choices, as preferred choices, and we need to give one another the same energy we would give those other people. And so that's what I think that's one of the solutions we have to do is cats like you need to be on as many platforms as possible so they know that we are out here as comic book writers and comic book artists and that we can invest in ourselves to see ourselves. So,
Bro, and we need y'all throwing the bat signal in the air, letting people know, get over here. Get over here, because I share everything I see from y'all. And I share everything I see from every platform that's catered
right.
to what we trying to do, because now that I'm back in it, man, it's so I can't read all these books. It's so many creators. Like if somebody's saying they can't find, if someone is looking for black comic book creators and they're saying, I'm looking, but I can't, you lazy, bro. You lazy, bro. You lazy. Listen, I'm telling you, bro, sis, don't lie to nobody else. You are lazy. It is raining creators on my timeline. Artists, writers, colorists, letterers, inkers, curators, podcasters, people who run cosplayers, everybody, bro. So you can't say, oh, I don't know where it's at. It's right in your hand. Right where your
Right
piece of
with your hand.
delivery at. Right where your DoorDash at. Right where your Uber at. Right where your Lyft at. Right where your TikTok at. Right where your IG, your Twitter. Everything is right here with everything else. But do you really want it, or you just want to be a part of the conversation so you can feel like you're involved? You know what I'm
You already
saying?
know
Like,
the answer to that.
yeah, and that was completely rhetorical, because I ain't gonna ask nobody no stupid question.
Oh, absolutely not. I ain't asking no questions I don't want to ask at me.
Yeah, but for real, D real, look at this, man. Look at this, bro. Like, you cannot, you can grab a phone that you ain't set up yet. Go straight to Google and say top black comic books, and you gonna get a laundry list. You can grab a phone that ain't got nothing to do with you. You can grab some, hey kid, let me see your phone real quick. And literally go into Google or go into their search bar and look up Blurred. There's no reason. Black cosplay, if that's what you went to. Black collectibles, if that's what you went to. Indie comics, if that's what you can say, I want a comic book about a zombie nurse, and it's gonna pop up. I don't even know if that exists. I just threw that shit out there. I might have to go write it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even into zombies. I think it's weird. I wrote it. I wrote one though, but
That how she eat when they come in the ER.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Her stomach get to growling when they but what
Oh,
I'm
he's
saying
not
is,
gonna live.
yeah, he ain't gonna make it. But you can find everything you looking for. And literally, we walk around with a supercomputer in our hand, and all we do is use our thumbs to bullshit all day.
That's what before you came on the show, I told Daryl, I said, because we were talking about black comic book characters, and I said, this is what I said. I said, one of the things that irks me, I said, is, that I find so problematic about Black Panther is that the average comic book fan does not know the origin story of the black character they say they're a fan of. They don't know it. And Daryl's like, basically, is that not the fault of the people not putting it out there? Yeah, absolutely. You ain't putting it out there like you put other stuff. But if I said I was a fan of it, I said I was a fan. It ain't on me to rely on you to put it out there. I'm supposed to go get it if I say I'm a fan. And so when you say that, like, you're just being lazy.
It's
Yeah.
the optics too. It's the optics too. And what I mean by that is this. Okay. And we done said this so many different times. Okay. Superman's origin in the comic books is exactly like Superman's origin in any other format. Let's do it like that.
Right.
Okay. Batman's origin is Batman's origin. It's the same in any other format. Black Panther? Black Panther, anyone?
Only
Like,
on 2. We got him in the comic
not,
books.
it's not the same, and that's where you get the confusion.
Hold on. That's not necessarily true, and that's why I wanted to interject. That Reginald Hutland cartoon, that BET cartoon.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying, though. 1-to-1. Okay, if I do a movie about Superman, we know there's some shit that ain't gonna change or be different or deviate in any way, shape, or
Right.
The events that happen and the order that they happen in and the way that they happen are always going to be the same. Bearing that in mind, go and say what you're gonna say.
What I was saying is that I'm not talking about the person that don't say nothing. The person that says they're a fan.
Right.
I want to make sure you're the one voluntarily saying you're a fan. If you say you're a fan, then it could be you're a fan of a football team, a fan of a basketball team, a fan of a basketball player. You're the one volunteering that information. And once you say you're a fan, there are certain expectations in place. As a fan, I know of Black Panther. I know there's only one thing I can look at on TV and say that was close to what was in the comic books. That was the Reginald Hutland TV show on BET. That's me I'm saying I'm a Black Panther fan. But if somebody says they're a Black Panther fan, you should be able to tell what's coming from the comic books. You shouldn't be confused. But we do have Black Panther fans that are confused. And I'm saying my responsibility as a fan, regardless of what I'm a fan of, is to go get that knowledge. If I'm a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs, I ain't have to see the Georgia Bulldogs play the 1980 Sugar Bowl. I got a smart device telling me they played in the 1980 Sugar Bowl.
Absolutely.
It's going to give me the stats and everything. It'll tell me what videos to go pull up to see if I want to.
Now, you got to give the casual fans some grace. Our brains work different because we are of the culture.
That's why I said I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, okay. For one of us, yeah, we need to know. Yeah, we need. Now, another thing that I heard somebody kind of bring up about Black Panther and where it's a harder create somewhat of a disconnect is because even in Smallville, like white folks kind of got an idea, rural country area, yada yada. Even in Gotham City, you around Chicago, yada, you can see it. That Wakanda thing is so separate. It's really hard to put yourself in it even though it's all make believe, from a realistic standpoint in your day to day. That's kind of I heard it. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I never thought about it that way. They off to the side, they out the way, they secret. It's hard to really build with that, but you can go to Smallville, rural America, rich family hero kind of thing. You can do, you know what I mean? Even as outlandish as it is, you could probably, even the bullshit, I mean, the Wolverine bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Wild Canadian bar fight, the Punisher with the pistols. It's so close to us. It's closer to us culturally, I guess, than what Black Panther is to our specific, like, Black American community. I'm into it because I'm into it. But if you're not, like, we not really into secret African super society so far advanced that they don't even want to talk to nobody. So it's really hard unless you go into that world and you force yourself kind of into that world, because it's like, damn, I can't get in here. I can drive to Smallville. I can roll through Gotham. I can get through Bloodhaven. I can probably drive past the dumbass mansion. You ain't finna do that in Wakanda. You gonna bump into a force field and explode. It is what it is. So if that disconnect right there, it's like they gave us something damn near perfect, but also put a perfect force field around it to still create tension. Like it's hard to get into. For me, it was hard to get into it. I'm like, damn, he like always separate. If he don't come out and play, you don't really get to go in.
So why tell the story then? If it's so inaccessible and it's so unrelatable, why tell the story?
You know, that's my first conspiracy theory. So you know, I already told y'all that's what I thought as a kid. That's what I thought as a kid. You know what I'm saying? But looking at it now, I think it's inspirational for us to see us in that light.
Yeah.
It's dope to finally see, all right, cool. Everybody with a superpower ain't gun related, or you know what I'm saying? It's somebody with some brains. It's somebody that's a tactician. It's somebody that can, you know, his sister is a genius, raised by royalty. It's dope to see that. But look how long it took for us to really get a peek through that, to really pull that curtain back on the silver screen. Our first true successful superhero movie was Blade. And I love Blade. And he got busy. But he was a blood-sucking vampire, bro. And his mom was essayed by a damn vampire. This is what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the first. Now that one saved the franchise. Think about it. You think about Spawn. The Batman sold his soul to the devil so he could, and then he come back. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this is what we get on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? We got Meteor. Listen, we got Meteor Man, what was dope. Look what they did to him. We got Blank Man, it was funny. Look what they did to him. Before we get
got
around.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
How much of a man was that? 1/3 of a man?
And he was the alien mother box.
With no clothes on.
Motherboard, yeah.
How long James Rose been paralyzed from the waist down?
He naked.
Yeah, he naked. He naked.
Wait, let's circle back. And Theo has mentioned this a couple times in his videos. Cyborg, Steve Austin, he got clothes. He a cyborg. He have man. He have machine. He got leisure suits.
Hey,
for $6 million. For $6 million. Six.
Big Stone.
But
Big Stone gets sweat.
Now here's the thing. When David Walker took that run and gave him the right powers, he was normal. He looked normal.
Right.
It's all on who's at the helm. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we need writers in that space.
Correct.
Who at the top of the storytelling? Because now the new Cyborg back, he wearing metal again. What are you doing? You are a mother box. Everything else the mother box touched, you can do whatever you want.
Should be walking around. He should be walking around
looking like a
superhuman with a mother box capabilities. That's what that is. I don't know why my dog got to walk around here looking like that. Even when they did me with who did that Deathlock. Don't have me walking around here looking like a burnt piece of toast. I don't like that. I'm sexy. Don't have me looking like that.
Listen, all that technology on the inside, you're outside. But we not at the helm. Right. When you at the helm, you get Icon, you get Static, you get Blood Syndicate, you get Midnight Tiger. You feel me? When we at the helm, you get the Acolyte. You feel me? When we at the helm, we get what we supposed to have. But you got folks still over here begging DC to make. Come on, man. It's March. It's April now. You got your scoop in February. You got your scoop in chocolate. You're not getting no more. And then Marvel they just laid off 1,000 creators. They said something similar to that.
Stay right here. Stay right here. I like that. Stay right here. Stay right here. Because I want to get y'all take on it. I want to get y'all take on this. Because I talked about this on the live on TikTok. I love the fact that you brought that up. Considering we just laughed at this last Hasbro post they just had. We just laughed at that.
Oh, shit, I gotta
stop me when I'm wrong. When folks lay off numbers like this, it's either because their business is currently struggling or the projected numbers don't look good, so they want to cut that problem off right now. Stop me when I'm wrong.
No, that's fair.
Which is weird when you take into consideration that Disney and Marvel are literally hanging their hat on Doomsday and Secret Wars. Y'all supposed to be getting ready to go up. Like that's y'all. Like that's what that is right now. If y'all got to save money right now, y'all ain't projecting them movies gonna do what y'all want them to do.
I'm interested now to see if Hollywood changes their position on AI. Because remember, they were boycotting and they passed laws and everything. But you take a chunk out of the CGI, the artists, the effects people, your animators, your color. Like, who will make that up? What's going to make that up? So, are they going to
From
change
what
their position on AI now?
from
Now that
what
they
somebody
saying,
was well, we've seen this in the job market before. They're
mm-hmm,
going to hire inexperienced talent and pay them less money.
or they're going to get some prompt engineers and, and it's going to get real different out here. But I think I, it's sad, right? But now, as a creator, if these thousand who come out into the market, if they hustlers, it could be a whole new renaissance. It don't matter what color you are. It could be a whole new artistic renaissance if they got their head on straight and they don't hit the streets in panic mode. If some of these guys keep their relations and new publishing houses pop up, new animation studios pop up, and the new independent publishing companies pop up, I mean, that's a whole new thing.
That's why I said what I said to you today. It's that time because
Yeah.
there's more than enough people done more or less with the big two. The big two are relying on their, especially Marvel, are having to rely on Marvel Entertainment to prop up Marvel Comics. They said Marvel Entertainment has brought in roughly, I want to say since 2020 to 2025, 2026, $1 billion.
That's
And
it?
the well, I think I got the time frame wrong, but the way that the comparison was, the entertainment side in a time frame has brought in 1 billion, where the comic book side has only brought in 30 to 40 million in the same amount of time. So
The demo is shrinking. I mean, let's be honest, the demo is shrinking, but they haven't changed their model. They still a one-trick pony. You gotta look at they about to look at the indies and start stealing sauce. I'm starting to see more and more major independent publishing houses doing crowdfunding. I just seen one make 4 million. I said, you ain't got no business over here. Your shit on the shelf. They probably look at me like, shit, watch this, scoot over. I'm gonna show you how I get it. So
well,
everybody's diversifying and switching it up. And I think the big two, I hope so, they still cocky thinking the old way worked.
Hmm.
And so
well, as long
that
as we do shows like this, go ahead. I'm sorry.
now I said for the little guy like me, that give me a little more time to get my game together and get my plan of attack together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a thousand creative minds. I don't want to say back on the street, that sound messed up. But back in the market, you know what I'm saying? Big brother Joe Illich mentioned that. He was like, man, this is what it mean to you. 1,000 new creators that may be at your fingertips.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
the
I
stuff
saw
that
that.
y'all got going on,
I saw when he was talking about that on his.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I watch him religiously. That's my.
Yeah. He got some.
I
He
think.
got some jewels.
Go
He
ahead.
got some jewels. He definitely got some jewels.
We just need to work together. I mean, they gave us the business model and everything like that, and we do read comics. We like our certain stories and everything like that. We just need to follow their business model. We're gonna promote ourselves. They did that over there with Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and them. Dana, they sit up there and be on each other's podcasts and promoting each other's stuff and everything like that. Okay, yeah.
Straight up like this. Do milestone on your own.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 You know.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Do
And
that without no DC strings attached to you. Let's just go ahead and say it out loud.
and the cool thing is you don't have to break in the comics. You know what I mean? The gatekeepers, if there ever was, they no longer exist. Because this right here is my shout box. Can no comic book company come and stop me from talking to the people? I'm direct to my people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to break in. I just need to be competitive. And I feel like we got something that's competitive. The thing is, I think once we start collaborating, and there's some creators out here collaborating, putting their stuff together and it's looking good. But once we get how to properly leverage collaboration in the space, it's going to be crazy for them. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, bro, it is so many titles out here that I didn't even know exist. I'm finding myself spending 5, 10, 15, 20. If I'm feeling it, might be a $40, $50 day. I'm damn near super back on Kickstarter. And I just got on there not too long ago. Because there's so much dope stuff coming out. It ain't even just Black creators. It's just dope independent thinkers and guys and girls and teams who have to think outside of the box are coming up with some phenomenal shit. Because we got to do the most we can with what little we got.
That's what winds up happening when you don't give the people what they want. You run the risk of
them going
people finding out they can do exactly what you do and they can do it for themselves and they can do it in the flavor that they want. Now you losing business. Now you losing business. So I've
been saying it.
If I'm looking at this the way people are talking about it, it's a dude called comically something. I don't think the big two gonna recuperate. I don't see folks spinning the block going. Once folks get entrenched where they're at, I don't see folks ever spending money with the big two like they used to. I don't see that happening again.
Now, I think the hometown heroes in each house, they're gonna always make their money. I think they probably gonna trim the fat and focus on that. And then you see that in cinema, the right movie will put them back on top. The right movie, $1 billion drop, like this Doomsday, I think it's gonna go crazy. And it may put them back on top cinematically. And then the comics may end up being some shit they write off. That's crazy to think about.
No, it ain't. I'm listening to you. No,
that may be the sacrificial land.
Here's my question. Now, movie going being what it is, okay, and I at one point was an avid movie goer, and I can tell you from my experience, it ain't a lot of people avidly going to the movies.
Too damn high.
Streaming done cut the shit out of that. So we're looking at streaming becoming the thing versus the movie experience. That's kind of like, the difference between driving a Studebaker and a Bugatti. You know what I'm saying? It's entirely different now. So to be successful in that field, what changes are these big companies gonna have to make? Because they're gonna have to make changes. A movie at the theater seems to net more than streaming.
So here's what I think, D-Real. I think that it ain't the movie, it ain't the studio, it's the damn theater. You can't go in there. You can't go in the theater without spending $100.
Right.
The movie going experience is going to have to be more reasonable, because if it's cheaper for me to sit home with a Fire Stick, people going to sit home with that Fire Stick. And the same $20 that they would spend at the movies normally is now $70. So I'm gonna take. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I came to that realization a long time ago. That's why I say I used to be.
I'm a movie buff, so I go because I like the feel. But I mean, it's the concession. The concessions is what's killing the business.
Oh man,
you can't get out of there. Movies is a legitimate date now.
Wait, they got the guards at the door, because back in the day, we used to, my wife, purse and everything like that. We get up in there with all the food.
I went on a date. Shawty pulled out 5 guys out her bag. I said, "You a cold one."
I'm talking about right now.
I said, "I ain't even smell it. I ain't even know." She had some fries for me too. I said, "Shit, we gotta do this." But what I'm saying is, now you got to do it now. Before that was the option. That was me being greedy. Want something extra? I could take me and my lady $20, get 2 tickets, popcorn, drink, whatever. 20. Now, if me and my son go, me and the boy, 2 popcorns, 2 sodas, and maybe some candy. God forbid he want a hot dog. We $50 in. Credits ain't even rolling. I'm a half $100 on the same thing that used to be $20. And the movie, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't. I don't think it's the studio. It got to be, and it may be something different on their end too. I don't know how they business work, but popcorn been popcorn since it's been popcorn.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's a bill now. The movies is a bill.
Right. Yeah, them facts. I mean, and that's the realization we came to. I mean, me and my wife, that was all we did, man. We would
I
go
love the movies.
We would go and catch a movie, and now it's like it's either, like you said, it's expensive. You know what I'm saying?
How weird is that?
And so it's cheaper. It's like you said, to stay at home, and while you looking at it, and you like $20 to watch this movie. Well, I'm gonna spend $100 if I go out. You know what I'm saying, to the movie theater. Easy.
I'm gonna go to in theaters now.
How many action figures is that you picking up there by saving money by staying at the house?
Watch this. I'm gonna just go see how much this shit costs. Showtime.
2.
See what I'm saying? We can't get our action figure collection up like this by spending money at the movie theater.
Man, look, I'm in Ross looking at mystery bins because I can't afford nothing. Let me watch this. Let me show y'all how much this shit costs. Continue to check out. I'm about to blow y'all mind.
We waiting on it.
I don't even want to say this with my. Watch this.
Go ahead.
This is the matinee.
Okay.
2 matinee. Fuck. I'm a 25.68.
All told.
That's like $52. That's $52 without food.
No, that's 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Now if she thirsty, we here now. If she thirsty, I'm gonna need y'all to cash out me some money. I can't afford I can't give her nothing to drink. Be real, I need to hold a dub to the next payday, dog.
What you say? And that's a small, huh?
Listen, I need 1 drink and 2 straws at this point.
There you go. Hey, there you go. That's that Dave Chappelle solution.
Now we see why I ain't flying nobody out.
You can't afford
I need my money when you get here.
Who flying? Who? Where? Shit. Not me. I mean, boy, you got to be some. If I fly you out, you staying.
Yeah, you ain't going back. Bring all your shit.
You ain't one way. You expect me to fly you back? No.
I can't afford to get you back, baby. Exactly. $25.68 for 2 matinee tickets to the movies. 12 p.m. Noon. Ain't nothing else that.
I'm just gonna make sure you ain't gotta spend no money when you get here. But you gotta get here.
Like this, it broke my heart. But I got more fear of my wallet being broke, you know, than my heart. My heart of man. You know,
your heart going. You can fix your heart.
My wallet take a blow. It's a problem.
Yeah, you know? Your heart going me. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on in that industry, but that's too damn high. And I'm not cheap or broke. You know what I mean? But I'm not stupid.
Now, here, P game. How much did a big budget movie cost 20 years ago? I won't even go 20 years ago. Let's just go like 10.
What was 10? Dark PDK?
That'd be 2016.
2016. See, you messing with this the deep diving in
Yes,
2016
that's what we do.
big
This is what we do.
big budget movies. Let's see. Captain America Civil War. Dawn of Justice was 250.
Okay. And I would say at this point, it's holding steady there.
Them fools only made 330.
Exactly.
Now Civil War made 1.15 and Rogue One, that's my favorite Star Wars too. Oh my God. They made 1 billion.
Right. Now, this one I'm getting at.
You say this if they're holding steady for the past.
Okay, the numbers. What I'm asking you to look at is the budget.
Yeah, 250. 250 was Dawn of Justice.
Now, if you go back to the 90s, to the or even the early 2000s,
I want to see what Blade budget was.
It didn't cost no $200 million to make a movie. I know that for a fact.
Let me see what the budget was. Blade was done on 45 million, and that saved Marvel.
That's why. So watch this. With what me and Daryl do,
that's why your Juju bees cost $20. That's why your soda is $25.68 because it costs $250 million to make one movie.
Remember that question that I asked? Why they laying people off? Well, what me and Daryl do is we read comic books, we go to the movies, we buy the merch, we do the comic book reviews. Daryl does out of the movie reviews. Here's the thing: going to the movies alone doesn't guarantee how successful a movie is going to be. And when I look at what's going on with these two movies, I asked Daryl this question before you came on. When was the last time you saw a Marvel movie that was supposed to be a solo movie that wasn't? They ain't put out no solo projects. Everybody and their mama in it. They got to pay everybody that's in this movie.
Marvel movie that didn't have a guest star or reference to a guest star, if I'm not mistaken, is the first Doctor Strange movie.
So when you look at that, when you look at this movie, just the first one, how much did it cost to make?
No, the Eric Banner Hawk, it ain't really have nobody. It had them ugly ass dogs.
Well,
but I'm saying that's early on. We're saying like right now.
Right now, you mean recently?
Now you can't make a superhero with a movie without 5-6 other cameos and guest stars in it.
You gotta pull the people.
So when I asked the question, how do they make this money? Well, you just told me it's expensive. So okay, well, yeah, you're gonna get you gonna make money on the first weekend. What's the rewatch value? Because now I'm looking at my wallet.
So listen.
And this is what you need to think about too. The $250 million that we talking about just to make that movie doesn't count reshoots, doesn't count marketing, doesn't count what you, as you pointed out, the theater's cut for showing them joints. So you can only put it on so many screens. So a $250 million movie got to make at least triple what it
they need to wave
for it to be considered successful.
You need this action figure wave to sell out.
Yeah, but now what used to be the action figure wave and the toy line and the lunchboxes is now the video games. But now video games cost damn near just as much as the damn movie.
Yeah,
you spend $250 on the movie and another $40 on the video game.
They just
when you look at the movie
price on PlayStations.
How do you get your money outside that movie? Because that's what I'm looking at.
It's about the bubble. The bubble's about the bust. The cost does not fit what the profit is.
That's not me saying it's gonna be a bad movie.
For them to make these movies no more is what's happening.
And so that's not me saying it's gonna be a bad movie. That's not me saying that. What I'm saying is that they got to get their money back. Well, okay, I can see the Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom inspired action figure selling. I can see the Chris Evans Captain America, Nomad, whatever action figure that is, sell it. Okay, don't nobody want no Fantastic Four action figures.
Not now, but another thing to consider is a lot of these big budget films are going overseas. They're saving 40% on production costs. So
That
American
ain't
film
saving
houses
late.
are shutting down.
Yeah, but if nobody's going to see that movie, especially in them first 4 weeks, that's when
The first three, really, yeah.
Yeah, but the initial release,
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
right.
makes breaks the
The
movie.
initial run.
Period.
Yeah.
And you've got to perform there.
How many times you go see Captain America: Civil War?
I think I saw it twice.
Damn. How many times do you go see the first Black Panther movie?
Twice, 2 or 3 times.
How many times you go see the second one?
I did not like the second one once.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that even with us as individuals,
and I normally go see all of them twice. I normally go see them twice. Once as a fan, and then once I'm thinking.
Right. And so we, even as individuals, we move differently with the movie. So if we look at how we move differently and how the folks that we know that we kick the bobo with, hey man, did you go check out such and such so and so?
Right.
They move differently. You're low key looking at this. You said something. 2 things that I hung on to. One, you love going to watch movies. Okay, cool. I know that. That he also checking his wallet too. Man, it's getting expensive out here. So what I take away from what you just said was, I'm gonna go see both movies. I may or may not take somebody with me because these movies not gonna be cheap.
No.
What you do after that is after that initial viewing is what's going to determine whether or not this movie make its money back. Because you're gonna have to go see it again. You're gonna have to take somebody with you. And so are the people that you know. You're gonna have to go buy the merch. Whatever they put out to go along with this, you're gonna have to get you some t-shirts, buy some t-shirts for family members and everything like that. Buy you some jewelry, buy the wave for somebody else. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna have to do videos promoting this movie and everything like that. That's what it's gonna take, because it's, to Daryl's point, it's costing a lot to make it. Yeah. It's costing a lot. I ain't saying it's gonna be a bad movie. I actually think it's gonna be a good movie.
If we doing the math and we know what Doomsday and Endgame, we know what the budget is, and I know this joint gonna have some bells and whistles, and so it might be a little more than 250. It might be.
Listen, Brave New World was 180. I'm looking at it right now. That don't look like no 180. That's what I'm saying. Damn, I'm God.
And it didn't make its money back.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So you hanging your hat on Doomsday to recoup all that shit you lost.
You remember, but you see, they just cut 1,000. They cutting studios. Same thing.
And that's why I asked the question.
When Gunn came to DC, they chopped the Batgirl movie. What other movie did we lose? Like they was cutting movies.
But they did that. DC did that because, if we're being honest, DC did that because they was like, one, this Batgirl movie ain't gonna do what we wanted to do, and the movies that we getting ready to put out, they're not gonna get us our money back. So we're not gonna do that. With Marvel, that ain't the same scenario. Nah, just let go 1,000 people. You got a movie coming out. You already promoting that movie. You've been promoting that movie for a year now. You got folks going on press tours and everything like that. Lord have mercy, they just talked about Comic-Con and everything like that. Robert Downey Jr. ain't show up for free. My buddy got his chain. So I'm looking at all this and like, ooh, it's gonna look nice.
I'm trying to see the budget. They ain't popular with that. They
don't like telling. Marvel never likes telling folks the budget of the movie.
Yeah, they ain't dropped it yet. They got everything else.
Hang on.
They don't want to tell you.
They don't want to tell you.
Hold on. It might be there. Hold on.
They historically don't tell you till after the fact. They historically don't tell you till after the fact.
They say the reporting production budget is around 400. Total cost, including marketing, is potentially hitting 7.
Bro, they're not making that back. They're not making that back.
So if
they're gonna need $1 billion to break even.
700 million is what you playing. You close to one. It gotta be 1.4, 1.5.
God, oh my. Woo!
I'm telling.
So if it don't make at least 1.5, bust.
They need They need to make $1 billion. They need a Billy Goat to break even.
Let me
And
tell you
everything.
something.
That's what I'm
Let me tell
saying.
you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you what God loves. Don't nobody want that entire action figure wave. I'm telling you now.
And the math ain't mathing.
I'm telling you now. It ain't but two. As an avid action figure, you say you're an avid moviegoer. As an avid action figure collector, I'm telling, and I'm not gonna get them because I already got Dr. Doom, and I got a plethora of Chris Evans, Captain America. I don't need another one.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the Nomad if they drop a Nomad in the trench with the shotgun and the
Here's the
disc
thing.
and all that.
Here's the thing. I'm Gen X. It ain't but one Nomad. I'm acknowledging,
Yeah.
and that's the
And
comic book version.
and they supposed to have a secret empire Captain America.
You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, here we go.
But don't
I already got him.
Don't we already got a secret empire Captain America?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. He look nice too. He do. So what I'm saying, so that's in the action figure wave, you need 7 figures, 6 to 7 figures, and a builder figure. I'm looking at it. I'm like, don't nobody want no Shooty action figure. Don't nobody want no M'Baku action figure. Don't nobody want no regular.
Are they still gonna be doing that?
Those are dope, but what it does,
Who they choosing from? Who they got to choose from?
That's what I'm saying.
When I look at who the characters they got coming back, we want you finna get
about,
no, you're not. You didn't want to do the first Monica Rambeau action figure.
You talking about Shang-Chi?
I'm looking at them right now.
Yelena Belova.
This is like
Don't
Mortal
nobody want that.
Kombat.
Don't
This is like
nobody
Mortal
want that.
Kombat trilogy, bro. All these
Don't
things.
nobody want that.
Yeah, and basically what you getting at,
Mortal Kombat trilogy.
they already got figures.
They got everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all of these cats you talking about got. What are you changing to make me buy another Sentry
And they
figure?
add Ollies. They add Ollies. Let me say that. The Shang-Chi action figures add Ollies. The Thunderbolt action figures add Ollies. The Captain Marvel action figures add Ollies. The Marvels action figures add Ollies. Thor Love and Thunder add Ollies.
Bucky Barnes,
Eternals add Ollies.
Yelena Belova, Sentry.
You might get the Channing Tatum.
You already got
Channing Tatum Gambit.
You better hope they make it.
They better.
Yeah, that's 3.
That's the only thing they got.
Rebecca
Romaine. Right. See what you just said?
Anybody up for a Rebecca Romaine Mystique?
Oh my God. They don't got nobody.
Hey, here we go. I know what to sell.
Anybody up for Alan Cumming, Kurt Wagner?
Damn.
They better drop that James Marsden Cyclops. That's who they better drop. If they don't drop a James Marsden Cyclops, they stupid.
So, all right. So, y'all can see this. You got the list up, D-Real, don't you?
Yeah.
I think Cyclops gonna do numbers. I think the Channing gonna do numbers.
Yeah.
Chris Evans, that'll do numbers. It will. It will. I'm not finna lie. It will. It don't matter how they put him up there. Folks love a Chris Evans action figure. That's gonna do numbers. That Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom is gonna do numbers.
Do we need another Professor X?
I'm sorry, no.
Now, but we think in America though. What you think nationally? Do they support? Because do you really? I mean, oh my God, I can't even.
I'm telling you what I see that's out there still for sale. Ain't nobody checking for Charles Xavier. Nobody checking for him.
Kelsey Grammer Beast. Would you buy a Kelsey?
Nobody get too damn about that. Everybody checking for that.
I would be more interested in that, honestly, than this damn.
I'm just telling you, they just dropped an Extreme X-Men Beast. They just dropped that action figure. I'm just telling you.
What about Charlie Ironheart? You think that if they did it right, you think they could push it?
Everybody that wanted to reveal Ironheart got.
They ain't gonna push it though. That's the thing. And you're gonna have Wonder Man. Now here's the thing.
Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody.
He ain't up here though. He ain't up here.
You gonna make a black Wonder Man, but then you
drop the white one. The white comic.
You ain't changed him in the comics at all. You gonna make Simon Williams black. You gonna make Eric Williams black. Y'all gonna change all of that. That means that the Scarlet Witch likes a brother.
Bro, I'm just telling you, they're not gonna make that money back. That's not me saying the movie is gonna be bad. I believe the movie is gonna be good. The movie is gonna be for what it was. Fantastic Four was all right. You know what I'm saying? They played it safe.
It was a tough. It was a tough watch.
What it is? You want me to tell you what it is? The hype of superhero movies has exceeded the expectations, the performance. We hype it from way more than what we expected to be, and then when it underperformed, we drag the hell out of it.
It may be our fault though, but I mean, you got with 90.
Every single one of them has got to knock it out the park. Mediocre means poor, piss poor.
Daryl, watch this. Watch this. Just me as a Black Panther fan, cuz when I found out, man, that they say the incursion start over Xavier Institute, I was like, oh, they just so damn disrespectful. Ain't where the damn incursion start at. Start over there in Africa, in Wakanda. See, I small F with the MCU.
But see, what happened was, if we're gonna be honest, Black Panther 2 underperformed, so they don't even want to probably mess with that landscape cinematically no more because
it's my fault.
Yeah, it ain't my fault.
I mean, it sort of kind of is.
So then my question is, why make it 3?
Right.
Because they're trying to fix what I think they're trying to fix. You know what I mean? I guess they're trying
no coming back from what they suffering from.
Daryl, you got an email? Daryl, did you get an email?
From who?
Kevin ain't email you?
Nah.
Ryan ain't email you?
Nah.
I ain't getting there neither, so no, we can't help them.
They for sure need a job.
Yeah,
you need my help if you want to make some change. I didn't help you in the second movie. You saw what happened.
Hey,
I didn't help you with your video games.
I like them old school kung fu movies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be humble before I can teach you. You
gotta humble yourself.
Look, hey, Lonnie, we sitting over here like this. We told y'all what you all should. We told you not to do that. You did.
That was a very painful cinematic experience.
We told you not to do that, so you did that. So
I wanted to love that movie.
Watch this.
They only had to do one thing, Lonnie.
We had an or else on the table. It was the thing, Lonnie. They didn't hit an or else on the table. We said, if you do that, we done with you, point blank, period, and we gonna hurt you. Because see, we come from the generation of we don't like the Coca-Cola formula. We just not gonna drink Coke till you get it back right. Yeah. Ain't nobody asked you to change it in the first daggone place. They changed it back. Okay. Well, we ain't finna sit up here and go back and forth with you. You not gonna do no. We gonna cancel the video game. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You gave us that one animated. We told you we didn't want that. You tried it anyway. Okay, well, everybody and their mama lost their job. Okay, now we telling you don't do this. If you say to child anything, you better not say variant. Like that's where I'm at with it. I don't even want to hear the variant.
So no, you don't think they can work him back in through an alternate universe through the doom?
I'm with Kamoyo. You better go back through time. You better grab him before you let him go. That's what you better do. That's what you better do. You did that with Loki. You did that with Steve. You did that with Tony. Well, damn it, you better do it with the son of T'Chaka.
You think the TVA got to get him?
Them comments
you better do something. You better figure it out.
Yeah, if
TVA got something.
If they ain't snagging him, then I don't know who that other cat is.
Hey, they went and got Logan. They went and got Wolverine.
You better go back and get him.
You
better not give me no variant. You ready?
You went and got
better not say
you didn't get a knockoff.
Yeah, but I mean, who y'all want to play him now?
That you know what? Here we go. I got too many talented brothers out there. Damn,
give me top three.
Young brothers out there.
Give me top three. Top three. I'm gonna look them up.
I'm like this. I want to follow in the spirit of the brother who played him the first time. And when I say follow in the spirit, he was about folks having opportunities, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, I look at Damson Idris. I believe he knocked it out the park.
I like,
but I also like the brother that played beside him in 21 Bridges. I like that. And to me, that would be a nice passing of the torch, if you will, especially when you think when I know what Chadwick did in that movie for his co-stars and everything like that. I think that would be a nice tribute.
Stephen James?
Yeah, Stephen James.
Let me I gotta see
Stephen
him.
James.
He looks so
Stephen
he's
James.
32. Okay.
Stephen James. I think that would be, I think that'd be a nice handoff. I think that'd actually be beautiful.
See, I'm with Dems and Eldris, if I'm saying this right.
Yeah. I mean, I like him just for the, he's popular and everything like that. But the thing
I
is,
think
when
he
I
got
look
the
at
chops, though. I think bro got the chops to pull it off.
No. There's nothing wrong with Damson Idris. I'm not going to go back and forth with you with Damson Idris. That'd be meaningless. You're not going to do that.
So no. Okay, so we got Dems and we got Stephen James. Who's your third?
Stephen James and you know what? This gonna sound crazy.
Nah, we crazy, so it should sound normal.
Yeah, the brother that plays Superfly.
The young boy. Yeah.
I think he looked great. I think he looks great in a role. Pause.
He gonna have to get he might look too clean for me.
The aura that he gave off in the movie Superfly was like, hey, I'm him, which is something we want from T'Challa. And I could easily see women falling in love and everything like that with that dude and everything. Actually, all of the brothers that we just chose, I can see women just going crazy.
Trevor Jackson. Let me.
Yeah, Trevor Jackson. I could see
he's at the right age, 29. He could probably do another 3-4 of them. 5 of them.
Yeah, so yeah. Just those, but no, I there's nothing wrong with Damson. Damson Idris is my number 1 pick. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not there. What that is. But yeah, there's some other young actors that we could think of. I don't have a problem looking at any other young actor that fits the bill physically having the opportunity to play the role. Because we don't know what they can do till they do it. Like, we didn't know what Chadwick was gonna do till he did it. And that's why everybody's like, oh hell no, that's him. And I get that. And I get that. I respect that all day and everything like that. But other actors deserve an opportunity with that role, just like other actors have played other roles. And he would have wanted that. I would honestly like to see his brother Kevin play Sion.
Hold on. I see a John David Washington.
No, he's too short.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, damn,
I'm 5'8", 5'8.5". I don't want nobody around my height playing T'Challa. I'm sorry. No, I don't want that.
Hey, he got the chops though. He do got the chops.
He do. I ain't never said he did, but I keep telling folks, no, that dude too short. No, I need my dude 6 feet tall, 6'1", looking across at Captain America. Not looking up, nothing.
6'6", yeah, 6'2". Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even want Michael B. Jordan coming back as
Killmonger. Yeah.
Nope. He ain't big enough.
Yeah, but I think he might have cemented himself in that spot.
You know what?
Who gonna beat him? Who gonna beat him?
No, you know what? Here's the sad part.
Y'all ready to hear my 3?
Oh shit, let's go.
Darren, give me this real quick. Well, give me this real quick. What he should have did was just cast him as T'Challa like he wanted to do in the first place. Go ahead, Darren.
Okay. Of course, Damson Idris.
Okay.
I mean, it's perfect. I mean, why not? Another cat that I've always been looking at, and to me, who has he has the look of a T'Challa, is Jordan Calloway.
Why does that sound so familiar to me?
Jordan Calloway he played the villain on Black Lightning.
He sure did. You know why they picked that dude down?
Painkiller.
Yeah.
You know why they say him, Daryl? Because we
that?
got a tendency to get caught up on colorization too much. But I was damn sure thinking about him.
Superfly and him about the same color.
Yeah, and that's what
you about to shade darker. About to shade darker.
Now my third, y'all, I know y'all ain't gonna agree. But if my man work out, he great for the role. Think about it. Ashton Sanders.
Who?
Ashton Sanders. I'd make it easy for you.
Young boy played RZA.
Yeah,
man, I
on
don't
Wu
like
Tang.
him.
You want to play RZA?
I don't like him for that. Oh man.
Hold
on. Because I'm not trying to be. Man, I don't like him for that.
But he got a range. He got a range, though. You talking about range?
Bro got chops. I'm not going. He can act his ass off. I don't want to sound funny and say his head too small, but I would have to see the bulk of it. Like the bulk of
Lord.
He just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Theo? He just seemed way too.
Hey man, I mean, Daryl.
He looks very African in my opinion.
He is African, but I still don't think. I don't know. I would need to see the bulk up. He got to put on like 20 of pure muscle.
Man, this dude.
Okay.
He got to put on the dub.
According to the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, initially, T'Challa was only 180.
Yeah, but this boy looked like a broomstick.
They had to bump him up to about 200.
No, man. You know what? I'm gonna have to throw a flag on the play. He don't wear enough. I mean, he ain't tall enough. He 5'11". That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
He said 1 inch. He's not tall enough.
No, that ain't good enough. No, that ain't good enough. No, that ain't good enough. That ain't
One
good
damn
enough.
inch. He ain't tall enough.
No. I'm sorry.
Just say you don't want him.
We tried. No. He missed it.
If T'Challa is 6 foot and that man 5'11", you tripping.
Yeah, I just
no.
He might
no,
be.
See,
he might be too.
He
might be
1 inch.
You don't like him as in the role. Don't say too short. You tripping.
What you mean?
5'11". After 5'11" come what, Theo?
The required height 6 feet. The required height 6 feet. So if you ain't 6 feet, you ain't tall enough. You too short. You too short if you ain't 6 feet.
Yeah, I'd have to see the bulk up. The bulk up would be the difference for me. Like I would have to see what he look like. Because it would change. Because bro can act his ass off. I would have to see it.
Listen, I don't see it. I don't see that dude putting on no. They don't even want to put his weight on him. This dude, he need a biscuit. He need to come spend some time with somebody, grandmama or something.
Hey, and all I got to say is, you know who else needed a fucking biscuit? Christopher Reeve. Stop.
Oh, whoa.
Stop.
What? How tall was he? How tall was Christopher? How tall was Christopher? How tall was Christopher?
It ain't got
How
anything
tall was Christopher?
You gotta look like
how tall was Christopher?
Tall enough, but that ain't the point.
No. We ain't doing that. No. I ain't practicing cognitive dissonance.
If he'd been 6'2" and just came in there as he was, would he have been Superman? Nah.
Be real.
No.
At the end of the day. At the end of the day, all day. Just say you don't want that cat as the actor. Is all it is.
Wait a minute, man. Hold on.
What inch ain't turning you into? Oh no, you look tiny.
No, my dog was 6'4". That's Superman, dog.
Yeah,
no, dog, we're not gonna do that.
I'm about to say he was
6'4".
Yeah, 6'4", bro.
Yeah, how much did he weigh before he became Superman? That's my point.
Listen, I'm not debating the weight with you. I said, but it could be up.
It could be done.
I'm having a hard time saying
it.
All I said was, I didn't say he couldn't put the weight on. I didn't say that. I said he was too short.
Like he would have to bulk up for me to even consider it. Like as in the studio, I'd be like, yeah, you go put on the dub.
That's the only factor. And when we see the bulk up, if it looks presentable,
yeah, Christopher Reeve 6'4". If he was 6 feet tall, I'd be like, let's make it work.
I wouldn't be opposed to the brother who played Black Manta in Aquaman.
He's playing, ain't he playing something? He's wondering.
But he's still in the universe. I wouldn't be opposed to him at all. Like I think he's dope.
He can play T'Challa. Sure would. Sure could. He'd be a tall ass T'Challa, but yeah. That's Mamadou Fall right there. That's Mamadou Fall. We need him to play either Blue Marvel or Mamadou Fall.
Blue Marble. He got to be an OG.
Yeah, put some gray
Yeah.
temples on it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can dress him up. Yeah, it's easy to make you look old than it is to make you look young.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what 85-year-old we finna find that can play Adam Bashir. Damn.
And he got to be fit and ready to go. Yeah, I mean, I think Doom. I think they would be missing. They'd be missing some money not to figure out a way to work him back into the franchise on Doomsday.
Man, listen.
I know y'all done with him, but I'm just saying it makes sense because you can see the loss at the box office. That second movie.
They gonna need you to come holler at us. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna go. You feel me?
If
you
I
would
go,
need to come back.
If they give me the first, they let me write the first. They let me get the first draft. Y'all come here.
I'm just saying, like, we need somebody that's gonna go to come back and tell us and be like, hey man, y'all need to go because T'Challa in the movie. Because we're not gonna know.
I'm going because the nerd in me won't keep me in the house. Hey, did y'all hear? Did y'all hear? I don't know if y'all watch Avatar, but you see they leaked the movie like 6 months. The Ang Lee solo joint. 6 months.
Yeah.
Studio. Oh, you know how long it take to do anime, man? They've been working on that shit for years. Who do you piss off for somebody to take in hit send and we transfer a 3-4 gig movie? Everybody gets beautiful. It's outside. They got the screener version, not the BS joint with a little bit of unrendered stuff. They got the one.
I ain't supposed to be laughing, but I'm laughing.
They got the one.
You know, that takes care of that problem you was talking about movies being too expensive.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hey, maybe that's why that shit got leaked.
Hey,
I'm tired of paying $25, $68 to get in the movies. I'm sending this sin.
You ready?
Or they probably got their walking papers and was like, "Oh, you let me."
Quiet as kept. Doomsday is gonna be on YouTube like 3 weeks after its release.
Oh, that's what they do now. They take the overseas joints and send them right on cross.
Bruh, I sat up there, I watched Fantastic Four, YouTube.
Yeah, I fell asleep on it in the movies. That's how I knew I wasn't going.
Captain America, New World Order, YouTube. I'm like, yeah, this was trash. They really thought they was gonna make some money.
You know, it's funny. I couldn't wait to see that movie. I went in with no expectations, and I thought it was gonna be a little better than it was.
Now, see, I did my part to help that movie make money, and I didn't go see it. I bought the Captain America action figure, and I bought the Falcon action figure. I ain't gonna see it.
The new Falcon, the Latino Falcon, or you got the OG Falcon?
The one with the green suit on, because I'm gonna wind up. I know his suit is actually an homage to Sam's initial suit.
Right.
So I got it for that and everything.
Was he a Latino brother or was he Native? I can't remember what his
the one that took over after Sam and Captain America. Yeah, he was Latino.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the sad part. I'm supposed to care, but the fact that I never wanted Sam to stop being the Falcon, but ain't nobody asked me though.
Yeah, you know what? I always think he should have took the shot, man. I know that sounds crazy, but I think he should have took the needle, bro. I think he should have took the needle, bro.
Hold on. You ready? He built like Ray Lewis.
I understand that. Imagine that with the needle, though.
Well, okay. He talked to birds.
Imagine that with the needle.
You see how he got superpowers, and you don't want to see him in a square up 1-for-1, just straight up, because I don't know if too many folks want to see. And Ray Lewis 6'1", 250. Sam 6'2", 250. They ain't never played to that. Sam can not Alex. What's the dude's name? Daryl gonna wind up telling me. Alfred Hitchcock. One of his greatest movies. The Birds.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fact that this dude can rain holy hell on you just by, I got some friends need to come holler at you real quick. We can get this with Ant-Man, Scott, whatever lane. We supposed to believe that's enough for him to take down Kang the Conqueror. I can't get
Yeah.
Sam doing this.
Yeah. But they played
To
into
the
him
point,
being one.
where, and this is where I'm coming with it. You feel like he needed the needle because you never saw him whoop ass.
I ain't seen. Remember, like I saw Captain America. I mean, Falcon and the Winter Soldier when they was fighting the dude who had the bootleg serum, and when the U.S. agent came, you know what I mean? I saw it that way. You gotta remember, I didn't grow up in the Marvel space. I grew up in the DC space, so a lot of it I'm catching it and then
Right.
going back. So I didn't
But
know, but I seen him tossing his ass around.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the way he's portrayed, Sam's supposed to beat your ass like Bruce beat your ass. You don't want to see Sam. You don't want to see Sam. But he's never been written like that. But you will get Daredevil, who ain't as big as Sam in the comics. You get to see him with all the ass in the world.
Boy, do
If
y'all
you
watch?
saw,
Do y'all watch Daredevil?
I watched it when it was on
Uh,
Netflix. That
a
dude hell was
guy,
bad. Now I
a
don't watch it
guy,
now.
a guy who is underhyped, but
Wait.
masquerades as a 6'1" man.
Listen, if y'all not watching the new season, if you ain't doing nothing else, it is a fight.
I
He
believe
did.
it. I just gotta draw the line in the sand, big dog. I mean, I
Oh,
support
okay. All
everybody
right,
that's
cool.
doing it.
All right, cool. All right. I
I ain't
feel
mad
you.
at nobody that's doing it. I ain't mad at nobody that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
gotta toe that line till
Yeah.
my dog come back. They bring my dog back, then I'll fuck with him. But you know.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, they
That could be a
they got that
long.
man. They got that man fighting.
I'm telling you, but
They gotta find a way because
they talk about like 28, 29, and then
nah,
you might not even get him then.
they not gonna
Boy,
play.
you gonna be waiting a long time.
Listen, if
I
Hey,
didn't even get him. I was optimistic at one point, but now I'm convinced. They purposely like no. Because
wait a minute,
what other excuse is left? There are no other excuses left. And it's
if
just
they
saying
don't
no.
do it, if they don't do a Miles Morales live action or a static one, they're gonna do something to get that they're gonna do something to get our money.
We
They
get
had
one.
it.
what
We get one on. We get one on Valentine's Day. We get
Yeah.
one.
They gonna
Yeah,
give us
you
somewhere
ready?
around that time frame.
they
You
give us
know,
a food in
all
February.
all the movies, every single one of them. You sitting in front of a computer. Go look it up right now.
Oh yeah, I
Every
already know we get our scoop right in
single
February.
movie with
You ready?
a black superhero in it come out in February.
You ready? You ready, Lonnie?
Yeah,
See,
I'm
with
listening.
all this right here, I ain't pressed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I ain't never thirsty. I ain't
Except
never
for
thirsty. I got my Miles Morales. I got my Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? I got my Blue Marvel. You know what I'm saying? I got my Cardiac. You know what I'm saying? I got Wakanda at the house. That's what we like to say around here.
Yeah.
You know what
I saw.
I'm saying?
Let me see.
I ain't pressed for what the MCU. I don't want the MCU's version. My version is more closer to the comic book. You know,
Yeah.
here T'Challa is with Aurora. I
Oh,
ain't got, you know, yeah, you know,
I got it.
yeah, I ain't, I'm good. We good over here.
Anyway, I saw where somebody took a cardiac action figure and put Blue Marvel's
Marvel.
head
Oh
on
my god! When I tell you,
and gave it a white cape.
when I tell you, my phone almost went over this third story balcony, and it had the nerve. You ain't got boy. If I knew his name, it's going in the head. He can't come to nothing we do. You ain't got no cardiac. It's cardiac on his own.
Yeah.
You ain't had no business. And then it was lazy. Oh, you know what? We gonna protect our peace. Let me tell you something. My phone. I was. Hey, you pissing me off. You already know I'm over here rocking. Hey, man, I was so mad. I said he trolling. He trying to get his numbers up. Ain't no way on God's green earth this man take.
You just took cardiac and made Blue Marble. I mean,
took a bullshit do-rag, cut it up.
Yeah, didn't have that was a wire cape, wasn't it? You know what? I'm going to find it.
Don't do that. We've been having a good time tonight. We've been having a good time tonight. We've been having a good time.
He said, "Don't do that."
We've been having a good time
Theo,
tonight.
Theo, you need to see it. Theo, you need to see it.
We've been having a good time tonight.
My dog said, "Please don't do that."
I need
We've
him
been
to
having
see
a good time, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He need to see it, man.
And turn my camera off, man.
Lord.
The truth.
Mute my camera. My eyes can't take it.
The truth needs to come out, dog.
Man.
All right, love. Avert your eyes, love. Avert your eyes.
Oh my God, you showing?
I'll let you know.
Let me put the bifocals on, big dog. Let me put the bifocals on.
Oh my.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boom.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't seen it yet. It ain't pulled up yet.
What's wrong with your shit?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, take it in. I'm not looking, bro.
Go ahead. Give me your thoughts, Theo.
What the hell?
Hey, you so positive, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, you chose positivity, bro. I appreciate that.
It was the cape placement for me. It was the cape play. If you're gonna do it, man, take your Dremel and drill something in the bag, and then glue it in there so it has that, you know.
I thought he meant to post cardiac and didn't know his name and just put the wrong name. That's how bad I thought it was.
You can look now. You can look now.
I thought that he had it wrong at first. I was like, oh, he don't know that's cardiac. I'm like, maybe somebody gonna tell him. And somebody went in there and said something. He was like, no. I said, no, sir.
Low-key, a slight paint job and a different head sculpt would have fixed all that.
You gotta be gotta be.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the best way I can say it is this. The best way I can say it is this. Who that look like?
That's the Storm.
See, now if you say Storm, I can't get mad if you say that.
So I'm looking at it.
I can't get mad if you say that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
I know what I did to get the look that I wanted. But if that's what you say, that's what you say.
Wait till he tell you what he made it with.
It's griot shorty.
Now do you see it?
It's what?
Griot shorty.
That's griot.
Oh, now when you say it, now I can't.
Yeah.
Right. But if you say Aurora, I can't get mad and be like, man, that motherfucker, that ain't shorty, bro. That's I can't. That is Aurora's head sculpt. That's exactly who that is.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no. Here's you did some work on that, bro. And I recognize her face. He did. I don't want to say he did no work because I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? I just know I thought he put Blue Marble by accident, and I was about to go correct him and say, nah, bro, that's cardiac.
I'd have felt better had he put the helmet up there.
Cardiac with his mask off.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know
what
why.
I thought. I literally thought all he was missing. I said, if he put that stab, then he said no. I said, all right, I'm gonna stay out job business because I don't know. I'm gonna stay out job. At this point, I'm gonna stay out your business.
Hey, me and Daryl don't even get caught up in them action figure groups like that.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. Y'all go too hard. They have to ban y'all.
I know that. Well, I'm in an Operation Monster Force group, but I don't post that much. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because I only got like 4 or 5 Monster Force figures, but it's like they fanatic about their Monster Force, and I'm like, okay, y'all doing a little too much.
Yeah. It ain't worth the headache, bro. It's like I like you said earlier, like to protect my peace.
Yeah.
We weren't trying to do that.
We arguing about action figures. You know what I'm saying? I got mine, you got yours. Let's just call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fighting about it? No,
bro.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. We too grown for that. That's what I be doing over there on TikTok, man. I support everybody's action figure collection. My action figure ain't my collection ain't got to be your collection. It ain't supposed to be.
Okay.
It ain't supposed to be. If we like collecting action figures, I'm supposed to big you up. And if I know I've seen something that you might like, hey man, you might want to go over here and get this and everything like that. Might want to go holler at this. You know what I'm saying? But hating on one another, man, your collection is your collection. You like it, I love it. Shit.
Oh, it's 1 a.m. on the East Coast.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. My bad. Hey, so
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I said I was tuning in.
my bad. Yeah, my bad. I was supposed to be here earlier, man. I misread the schedule. I appreciate you hanging out.
I've been rocking with the toot, so you know what I'm saying? I'm good, fellas. I'm good. I just, I appreciate you pulling up though, brother. This is what I wanted to experience and everything like that, man. Just us chopping up the food.
Man, I wasn't gonna miss it. I was ready to turn on while I was at work. I was like, you know what? I was, but then I was like, we might get to talking some shit around all these rich white folks and these diamonds. They gonna get to looking at me because once I get in it, I'm in it.
Well, what? Make sure you tune in next week, cause we gonna be talking to Thaddeus, over at Concrete, and he's got that joint Solar. I'm waiting for him.
I just got mine. Well, mine should be here Monday, and I should probably have. I'm on my last 5 pages. I should probably have the whole thing to y'all in about a week or so.
Okay,
yeah, because I got some more. I got some more epic to talk about tomorrow.
and then in 2 weeks, we gonna have Frederick Littles.
Oh yeah, he called
doing Magnus Jakuda.
Yeah. I just did a comps in my car. I got and funny thing is, he out here with me in Arizona, so we got to connect. Keep telling them I missed him at BlurredCon. I saw the setup; they wasn't there, but he out here with me too. But yeah, man, and I'm gonna need y'all addresses too, so I can get y'all physical copies and get y'all some merch out there too.
Man, definitely, man. We rocking with it. We rocking with it.
We can wrap this right now, and I give you info. I think everybody done went to bed anyway. We done outlasted it.
Hey, you already know how we get. We get to talk now. I mean,
we was talking like, oh, I forgot we was on live.
Yeah, we got work to do. We ain't talking nobody in the chat.
But you know what, though, man? You're supposed to be enjoying yourself when you pull up.
If it's anybody in the chat, put something in the chat. I am fully convinced we in here talking to ourselves.
Oh shit, yeah, we've been in here talking to ourselves for at least 2 hours. My shit say join the chat.
3 hours, bro. Like, fuck these niggas. I'm going to bed.
Oh my god. Hey,
listen, you know what, though? They can say that, but no, them boys be over there going live all the time, 3 hours long and everything, and folks be tuning in and everything like that. I'm convinced like this. What prayer plus work.
That's it.
Faith plus work. Faith plus work. We put the work in. We've already seen the growth and everything like that. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. All that other stuff will come. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. So they'll be tuning in and remembering
I ain't tripping on none of that. I what they say. I started in the mud. You know what I'm saying? And to be where I'm at right now from the mud, baby, that's hustle.
Hey man, listen, every time I see y'all, I'm sharing it. So anything, and then I'm telling you, this is gonna have to be one of the stops anybody make that's dropping some shit. Like, it gotta be. Like, it should be, there's enough creators and enough platforms to damn near when you're doing a rollout, you should be doing something every day before that shit drops.
Well, I tell you, I reached out to a couple of the people, some of the names you dropped, and like they friended me and all that, but when I reached out, they like, I ain't saying nothing.
And you know what? Hey, hey, you see him on the way up, you're gonna see him on the way down, man. There ain't nothing you can do. And then folks be, I mean, you know what's be going on.
And that's what I was saying. That's how I know it's like, okay, he might be talking some real shit, but he don't got the subs and the likes. So
but
I'm
you
not gonna talk to him. You see what I'm saying? And that's cool. But like you said, on the way up, on the way down.
But you see what we eat at? We eat on the replays. You see all them clips we made?
Right. Yeah.
We eat on the replays. We getting hundreds of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even when we chop this up, we already know what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
We seen what it do.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, let me say this. Big bro, the stuff that you cover, it's folks know you credible. I'll be seeing what's going on over there on Twitter. You got folks rocking with you outside of us. You feel what I'm saying? So they see what you got on. So they'll be the ones who will wind up establishing you as credible to a degree where other folks weren't necessarily checking. They be like, oh damn, David Pepos? Daryl, I talked to Daryl. You know what I'm saying? We didn't already talk to Jonathan Mayberry. Our name will get brought up again when we continue to do what we do. That's why I be all over there on TikTok and everything like that. Because you get established as being knowledgeable and fair. Mm-hmm. What I don't want to be.
I'm used to slow flow, though. I'm used to slow flow.
Yeah. You are going to be seen as that brother that's credible, not the credible brother. If that makes sense.
That's all I want to be, because you can say whatever you want to say about me, but you ain't never going to be able to say I lied.
Yeah, simple as that.
Never,
they'll be like saying about me, well, yeah, he pro-black, but he ain't anti nothing else. He love him. He always say he love him.
You can be two at the same time.
Yeah,
me
so
being pro me don't make me anti you, because me bigging me up ain't got to do with me hating you.
At all. When I'm over here eating my butter pecan ice cream, I'm not checking for what you got going on over there.
My bowl fine.
Butter pecan.
And we telling our age now.
You telling your ethnicity too.
Hey, listen. We the only ones who eat it.
Listen, I ain't never
eat it with peach cobbler.
Hey, I'm one of the ones who eat. I eat the crust and the I take the filling out of me. I eat the crust. I'm one of them. I
know. You know what? How you think I know? How you think I know? Okay. All right. That's it. Yeah.
But I'm different. The thing is that I'm different though too, because it's like, well, I enjoy rice pudding too. Bitch, you eat rice pudding? Yeah, tapioca as well.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Yeah.
I can do this.
I like hockey. I like hockey.
My son plays soccer, bro. I knew nothing about it until now. I love it.
Yeah, I was back there with Pele back in the day. What you want me to do? I don't know. I like what I like. And so, yeah, man. But yeah, peach cobbler, blueberry cobbler, cherry cobbler. Yes, Lord have mercy. Let's get it. Banana pudding. Yes, Lord. Let's make it do what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying?
I just had some banana pudding not too long ago with some vanilla bean ice cream.
Ooh, talking shit then. Boy. I'm going to make me go take a shot. I'm going to go take an instant shot. I can't even afford to have this sweet. This conversation got too much sugar. Goddamn. I ain't one season went up a few. Yeah, come on, man. Goddamn.
The part about it was when he said vanilla bean, we all men, and we knew exactly what type of ice cream he was talking about.
I just
vanilla bean.
Oh, you are showing out, huh?
Oh, they was real about it too. Sat in front of me. I was like,
oh Lord, Jesus. Oh Lord. See,
how you know my name?
Yeah. I told you I was coming
in. Bro, I cannot wait till we get the podcast where we can have R&B music playing in the background. This shit gonna be wild as hell. They be like, you motherfuckers crazy. Be like, we vibing.
Yeah,
we only get to do this once a week.
That's right.
You're doing what you do. That's fine. Well,
the same part is we still live.
We got wind the vibe down. I would love to go for another hour, Theo, but shit. It's coming. It's gonna be coming up on my bedtime soon.
You see me throwing up deuces, you know what I mean? We gonna holler at y'all because we ain't said it right.
For those who are left in the chat, thank you for remaining for 3.5 freaking hours. All 4 of you. Salute, so freaking salute. This has been Friday Vibing with my man Low, Theo B. As always, the Stone Cold Gas and Don Cornelius say, we're going to catch y'all on the flip side. We out. Peace.